Good evening and welcome to the 2024 College Football Playoff Quarterfinals right here on Sorgy Story. Starting off tonight with the Fiesta Bowl, Penn State, Boise State from Phoenix, Arizona on this New Year's Eve night. Kickoff in just about 15 minutes. Anthony Sorgy here with you as we get ready for kick, as I said, in just a quarter of an hour between the number 3 seeded Broncos and the number 6 seeded Nittany Lions. Of course, Penn State beating SMU at Penn State in State College, PA, 38-10 last week in what was just an absolute blowout of a game. And the Nittany Lions favored tonight, even as the lower seed. But that's what you should expect from a Penn State team that has lost 2 games, one to Ohio State, one to Oregon, 2 teams that will be playing tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We'll be live for that one here on Sorgy Stories as well. Checking the line for tonight, it's Penn State by 12, according to ESPN. So I'll kind of get into my thoughts on that in a moment, but should be an interesting one. Ashton Jeanty, of course, of Boise State, the phenomenal, spectacular running back, who is, one of the best college backs we've seen this side of Barry Sanders, in the league. Excuse me, in the sport. So, yeah, here we go. Penn State, of course, wearing, it looks like, Penn State wearing the blues. I like a little bit of blue action here for the Nittany Lions. We see a closed roof at State Farm Stadium, a packed house, partly royal blue for Boise State, partly that Penn State Navy. ESPN's going to take a break. We'll take a break right there with them. On the other side, more pregame chatting right here on Sorgy Stories. We are back here on Sorgy Stories. Pregame action from Sorgy Story Studios in Philadelphia on this New Year's Eve night. Glad I got a little break there. Just got home about a half hour ago from a nice little West Virginia trip with my mom. Talk about that at some point during the game, probably. But 11 minutes now away, from kickoff. Should be a fun one. Let's take a look at the comment section before we bring one of 2 guests, at least 2. Well, who knows who's going to join you? You never know. Here today, let's start here with Jackson Johnson saying, "What's up, Sorgy Story Nation? Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you all." It's just about 4.5 hours, we'll be ringing in the new year, at least here in Philly. CJ saying, hey, everybody. And our next guest saying we are, and let's bring him on now. You can find him all the time, especially throughout the football season. You saw him on WSJP. He was the host of our pregame shows throughout the playoffs. And now he's joining me for some college football talk. It is Dom Camp of WSJP here with me on Sorgy Stories. If I can throw us in here to a 2-box there. There we go. What's up, Dom?
How you doing, Anthony? I mean, it's incredible to be here, getting ready for Penn State, Boise State. I mean, as a diehard Penn State fan, this is like everything you could wish for. I'm beyond stoked for this game.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Under 10 minutes to go until kick as we see the beautiful skyline of Phoenix, Arizona, a city I've been to before. So you've seen, some of you OG Story viewers have seen the vlogs from the Phoenix trip back in 2019 when we saw the Brewers out there. Shout out Cousin Mark and everyone else out there. His cousin Joey too. All the great Parmesanos, Italians, our paisans, Dom, out there in Phoenix.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
Phoenix,
let's see. I think
wow.
we have another. Let's see. CJ in the comments
We got
here saying,
prediction
I
there.
like Boise State. I think Penn State is going to be too much for them. Penn State 42-24. I guess let's go ahead and get into our score predictions. Dom, I'll let you go first with yours.
Yeah, I mean, look at last week at Penn State. I was kind of working for that game, and it was a cakewalk for Penn State to say the least. This defense is unreal. This, like, SMU's quarterback could not handle them. It was really
Yeah,
Abdul Carter, though. That's who I would say. Abdul Carter has been a beast.
Yes,
and, I mean, that's the good thing about Penn State. They produce really good outside linebackers, and that was an example of it. You see Michael Parsons in the league, Chop Robinson getting some action at the defensive end, and now you got Abdul Carter. But that's the thing now for this game. Can they counter Ashton Jeanty, who I believe he should have been the Heisman winner? I think everyone had similar opinions. I don't know about you, Anthony, but that's what I believed, in my opinion.
It's such a tough pick. I mean, I'm not mad that Hunter won it, but you could have gone Jeanty. It's a very 50-50 pick to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Hunter is incredible, but I think I gotta go with the Lions, man. Nittany Lions. I think they'll be on top of this game. The offense is where it's got to be picked up at. Boise State's got a solid defense as well. I mean, don't overshadow them. They're here for a reason. The number game, 34-20, Penn State wins.
You're going a little bit more high scoring than I am. I'm gonna go Penn State wins 28-21. So touchdown game. Competitive to the finish, but I think at the end of the day, just very simply, Penn State's a better football team. We saw Boise State keep it close with Oregon in week 1, almost pulled off that upset in Eugene, but now I think that they're going to play another competitive football game. They won't get the job done. We see Abdul Carter on the screen for our Philadelphia people. Abdul Carter, an alum of a school we don't like very much, Tom, LaSalle College High School up there in Windmore on Cheltenham Ave. But we're in form tonight. And a lot of Malvern Prep guys from Penn State as they take the field now. Good representation of the great city of Philadelphia. Penn State wearing the white, blue, white, and we see a lot of white in the crowd from the Penn State fans. The Toll Road from Ohio saying, yes, the gang is all here. Toll Road saying you own those guys. The prep does own LaSalle. For those of you who watched our PCL championship coverage.
I think, what was it? Some crazy record by Coach Rogan. He's only lost twice, and it's only been LaSalle twice, which is insane to think.
His record.
I mean, let's just say it this way. Lost twice for PCL record. In general, no, he's lost to IMG twice.
He's lost like 8 games
to Edwards and Aquinas.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm hoping they go out there. I mean, I've been watching this HBO documentary, not lately, but I have been. St. Francis in Maryland, awesome team. I mean,
That's what I was saying.
incredible how
Yeah.
good they are. I love them. I mean, I'm not going to Baltimore to see that game, especially where they are. I mean, although they don't play in that part of Baltimore, but I would love to see them play a really high caliber team like the Panthers are.
Yeah, we can't. I can't say who, but I know that there are some big non-conference games in the works. Make sure to check on that. Dom, I don't know if you know anything, but I know some inside information from Mr. Ryan the Great, who will be joining me in the second half. It's a full house of WSJP guests tonight.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so we see Boise State about to take the field, and the Bronco faithful wearing orange, trying to stand out as Boise State in what would seem to be the blue, white uniforms. As we see the Boise State flag and the American flag coming out there with them. And there's Ashton Genty, or excuse me, blue, white, oranges. The guy holding the American flag just fell down. So
I mean, that's got to be unprecedented, but Washington, yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That kind of summed up the Aaron Rodgers start with the Jets last year.
That kind of sums up the turf, the same
all
turf
downhill
that we saw in Arizona 2 years ago when the Eagles.
He had one job. He did have one job.
That was some rough turf, and he had one job. Yes, he did. So he very much did have one job. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to go over. I guess I'll go through the bowl. Let me pull up all the bowl scores from earlier today. Michigan pulled off the upset 19-13. I was listening to like the first quarter or so of that Bama-Michigan game on the road. I had the Bama broadcast on my phone, and it was the conditions there were terrible, and Jalen Milroe did not have the best of days. In the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, Louisville 35, Washington 34. Illinois making all those SEC fans real quiet, beating South Carolina 21-17 and LSU 44-31 over Baylor. I caught the last minute or so of that one on ESPN. And then I guess I'll mention that in college hoops, West Virginia beat Kansas in Lawrence. So that was a pretty big upset. Excuse me. Elsewhere, nothing I can see of note that happened today. Creighton beat St. John's in a thriller of a game. Not much action in the NHL right now. Only the Blues and Blackhawks in the Winter Classic at Wrigley.
How about the LSU game?
Yeah, LSU showed up.
Yeah, LSU Baylor. I mean, I was watching part of that. And I mean, I'm not a fan of Brian Kelly. My dad likes LSU. I'm not a fan of Brian Kelly, but
yeah, I'm not.
Team
either.
showed out. I'm not a fan of Baylor at all. I was never a fan of Baylor. I think they're a weird school because of Texas partially, but they put up a fight. 31 points is not bad, but LSU just went through them.
Yeah, they did. Did LaSalle play today? Are you saying LaSalle as in LaSalle University? Because they may have. I don't really, I don't really pay attention to the what are they called? The Order of Saint John LaSalle, whatever his name is, St. John Baptist de LaSalle or whatever.
They did play today. They played Dayton in basketball.
Oh, Torrance.
Dayton right now.
Oh, while he was talking about that. Well, what was the score to that? Dayton get the dub?
Dayton did win 84-70. I mean, talking about a prep player is going to be committed to Dayton. There you go. Our boy at the senior right now, Jerry McKee, is going to be going there next.
Hey, Jerry McKee put up 33 last night against Alden Reed.
Oh, yeah, I did see that score. I mean, that's an insane stat. That's like a Will Chamberlain stat, but not as extreme.
Yeah, and the other school that's kind of similar in name to LaSalle, Salesianum, Prep beat them in basketball. They play Malvern Prep on the 3rd, so shout out to all the Salesianum fans down in Delaware. Great school over there.
Yeah, I mean, I love how the prep basketball team is playing these really, really good schools. This is great talent to be faced against. I mean, I said it in the preseason. You do kind of have a chance of going against. You're gonna be playing Roman on the 8th, which is gonna be.
It's gonna be
a fun
interesting.
matchup.
Roman has a tough test against Carroll on Friday, though, up in Radnor.
Yeah, Carroll's a sneaky team once again. They're pretty good. Are they the best team in the PCL right now?
It's either Roman, it's Carroll, or Judge. It's one of those three right now.
Oh, Judge is good as well. Yeah, Judge is really good this year.
Yeah, and we saw Tom Luganbill's interview with James Franklin just a moment ago. I met James Franklin. You were up in the booth at Franklin Field when the Prep faced Roman Catholic in football, but I got to chat with Coach Franklin. Really, really good guy. And yeah, so just shout out to Coach Franklin. That's kind of why I'm rooting for Penn State. Other than for reason I live in Pennsylvania. Is because I got to meet him. But we're about ready for kick here. It will be Penn State kicking off. Excuse me, a little bit of cough. From left to right. And here we go. Penn State kicks off. Boise State has a man back to return. It will be a touchback to start this game off. So Boise State start with the ball. We see Ashton Jeanty, 192 yards per game at 7th.
That's insane.
In FBS.
It really is.
Yeah, he's a good guy, but his teams James Franklin is the ultimate chalk coach. He's the ultimate chalk coach. He wins the games he's supposed to. He loses the games he's supposed to. Boise State going to start off with the ball here, 1st and 10 at the 25. Under center, Jeanty in the backfield. They put a man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Ashton Jeanty, and he is going to get nowhere. The Penn State defensive line with a big stop to start the game. On the lead of that stop right there is a lot of guys for Penn State, as we see a couple of them here on the screen. And specifically here as I get, it seems actually to have been a cornerback, A.J. Harris, number 4 there, who is part of that stop. And now 2nd and 10 at the 25 after no gain. Shotgun, man in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. They're going to get it to a receiver. 1st down, a little bit more for Boise State. On the reception there was, I couldn't tell. Dom, did you catch that?
I couldn't really see it that well either.
I couldn't tell if it was 11 or 17. It was one of the two.
I think it was 17.
Okay, well then we'll go with 17. I got to pull up rosters here because I know some of these.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I've been all over the place right now for this game. I mean, New Year's Eve. I'm going right out after this. I had to come in for the first half.
As we see a Jeanty run for about 4 or 5 yards, so getting some more action there. As it's interesting how we see the numbers on one side of the Boise State helmet instead of just the logo on both. Obviously, Penn State with the traditional plain helmets. 2nd and 7. What do you think about this Penn State stop so far?
It's how I expected it to be. The issue is, I want to get back to your Franklin comment real quick. I don't know how much I like Franklin. He's a bit inconsistent because sometimes he'll have incredible performances as he did against SMU earlier, but sometimes he just won't. And there you go, big pass there.
Yeah, big play there.
Caught the Lauder.
There you go. That's what you need for Boise State. Moving down the field quickly, trying to get 7 on the board early. Go ahead, Dom.
Yeah, I get a nice little catch out of Matt Lauder. Anyway, though, Franklin just – you don't know what you're going to get from him half the time. That's the issue that I don't like. He's a great scout, but some of his play calls are very, very questionable, and that's just really what sets him aside from the other really solid coaches in the league.
Yeah, Matson there runs for – I think he got a couple yards off of that. 12 – yeah, he gets 2 there. 12-16 here to go in the first quarter. As we see Abdul Carter there on the screen, ready to rush.
What a beast.
Yeah, shotgun, man in the backfield. Man in motion on the top of the screen. Jeanty runs, and he's going to get at the most a yard if that, this Penn State defensive line and the linebacking core a little bit too, just eating up the runner-up for the Heisman Trophy in Genty. 3rd and 7 after a yard gain for the back. So here we go. Boise State. They've got 4 wide here, 2 on each side. They're going to call an audible. Penn State's going to shift a little bit, as will the receivers for the Broncos. Genty in the backfield, 2 Madsen's right.
I'd watch Genty here.
Genty's there. Genty is going to get nothing. I know he's going to escape and get a few yards. It will be a gain.
That's 4th down.
4. Yeah, 4th down. Are you kicking this or are you going for it?
I mean, the wise logic of Coach Tim Broken says to go for it, and I think I would too. You want to make a statement, but it looks like they're going to bring out the special teams out here to go for 3.
Yeah, they're going to go for the safe points. I don't mind it, but in this kind of game, when you're the dog, I think you should be aggressive. They won't be, though, so it's going to be a 4th and 2 kick here from about it's about a 45 yard. That's just going nowhere. Way off.
And was that blocked?
I think it was blocked there by Penn State. So 10:41 to go. The Nittany Lions are going to have to go 70 yards to the end zone. Let's see the replay here. I think
I couldn't really tell.
Blocked.
I don't know if it was. I think it might have been a bad kick, though. I don't know, because it didn't look like any player from Penn State reacted after they blocked it.
It might have been a slight tip. I'm not sure. The game will be up to Maddox. Yeah, that's for sure true. It's going to be up to the quarterback play between Maddox and Aller. Of course, if something happens to Drew Aller, the backup Bo Prabula has already entered the transfer portal. So you're looking at a interesting situation there for Penn State. Is the last time I was live for a Penn State game, it was Penn State, Wisconsin, where Prabula had to come in, and Prabula looked really, really good on that one.
Yeah, Penn State, again, when they got Drew Aller, he was a 4-star, and how many stars is this quarterback? Their backup? It's got to be 4 as well, right? I mean, that's the thing about Franklin. I'm telling you that, Anthony. He's just by far the best scout of any coach in the NCAA FBS.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Kirby Smart, maybe, but
no, I think it's Franklin. I think he just goes all over. He's just probably the best scout by far.
He for sure scouts Pennsylvania better than anywhere. That's where the majority of his players are from, because there's so much talent from Pittsburgh to Philly to everywhere in between. Harrisburg in there a little bit. You go into Northern PA, you can get a little bit of talent up there closer to State College. I mean the talent's all over the place in this state, as we see in the PCL, the best league in. I mean, for sure, one of the best. I'd say probably a top 20 league in the country, competitive-wise, if not top 15 or top 10. And for sure the most competitive in PA.
I mean, how many teams made the championship this year for
exactly.
PCL team-wise? 4 teams, right? You had
3.
Pratt, Roman, and Bonner Prendy. Was that it?
Yeah, and LaSalle should have been there, if we're being honest. LaSalle's the second best team in PA.
I don't know how true that might be, though. LaSalle, the 2 games they played against Prep, they were not playing like the second best team in Pennsylvania. Even look at the second matchup. The Prep really could have blew through that game, and I was really hoping that Rocco was going to hide some stuff behind his sleeve and just show what he has. But I mean, the 7-point win. I knew it was going to be a Prep win. I think everyone knew it was going to be that revenge game.
Yeah, for sure. So here we go. Penn State with the ball at the 30. Aller in the shotgun. He's got a man to his left, and they're going to hand it off to the back. I'm assuming that's Nick Singleton there in the rush game. Yes.
Yeah, it's Nick Singleton.
I remember against Utah a couple years ago when Singleton went, off in that Rose Bowl. I was live for that, and I just remember when he went to the house, I remember calling that touchdown and just being shocked and being like, this dude is going to be a star, and he has proven to be.
Okay, again, here we go with the Penn State scouts. I would say they have the best running back core in the league.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Allen's going to
Definitely.
throw. And he's going to get a receiver there for a decent amount of yards. That is Luke Reynolds, the freshman tight end out of Westford, Massachusetts, Cheshire Academy of Connecticut there. And yeah, the 6'4", 248 tight end there, getting the job done, sets up a 3rd and 2. Penn State, 48% of conversions on the year for them, 9:36 to go. Here,
Two running backs in now.
Yeah, they're going to go handoff, and that is going to be a first down and a little bit more on the run as Katron Allen, the junior, out of IMG Academy, the hometown of Norfolk, Virginia, for him. The junior back there, they hand it to him instead of course, the star Singleton we were talking about. They have a really good 1-2 punch, Tom, as here we see first down. Tyler Warren.
Here's a Wildcat offense. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. They're going all over the place as we see Aller now getting into the shotgun, trying to throw a little bit of trickery at them there. And Aller's going to hand it off to Singleton. Nick Singleton breaks free for 9 yards. Dom, you talked about this being the best running back core. I mean, what have you seen from these guys that just show their talent and their potential to play at the next level?
I mean, well, one for sure. That the school. Basically, the school they're at is just the epitome of Penn State's always been known for producing a really good running back. It started with Saquon Barkley. He might break the record set by Eric Dickerson for yards in the season. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like Sirianni will put him in for the first half because he's done that before with Devonta Smith. But just Franklin likes his running back game. He's never Penn State never produces really good quarterbacks, but the running back, they've always had a really good running back, and that's just you'll love to see it. For me, a Penn State fan, you'll love to see it.
Yeah, Allen's gonna run. Allen breaks free to the 25, all the way down to the 20. It is a red zone alert as the white pom-poms are flying here in Glendale, Arizona. Big run there for Penn State into the red zone, looking to get 7 here. As we see James Franklin wearing very simple clothing. He's just got the S hoodie. It just has the block S and the Nike logo on it. Nothing too fancy for Coach Franklin here as we see Drew Aller telling his guys where to go. It's going to be shotgun. He's got a man in the backfield. Aller, he's got a 6-man offensive lineman with Warren in there. And it's going to be a run.
Good block there.
Good block. There's Allen all the way inside the 10. First down, Nittany Lions. Great blocking there, Dom.
Yeah, no, let's talk about that run before that set up this first down once again. Allen went to the right side. He went all the way to the right side and just took that the whole way and was able to get the first down. And once again there, he just goes to the left side here, changed it. He gets tripped, stays alive, though. It's just barrels through the first down.
Yeah, so 2nd and 10 for Penn State, and that one was just thrown away on 1st and 10 there. So here we go. Let's see what we get from the offense. They're going to go into the huddle. Aller reading off a play. Of course, now in college, they do have the helmet-to-helmet communication. It does shut off at a certain point. I forget the exact time, but it shuts off a certain point.
I'd watch Warren here.
Yeah, and it's going to be play action. Aller scrambling, buying time, throws, end zone. Warren, is he in?
Was he in?
Yes, he
got
was.
It.
Touchdown, Penn State. The Nittany Lions lead 6-0.
This might be cold once again, though, Anthony. I don't know if they're probably gonna review this. I thought it might have been out of bounds, but
we'll see. Let's see the replay here. Did he toe tap it? Oh, I think he got it in. He got a foot in.
Really nice catch. He got 1 foot down. That's a catch.
Tyler Warren is a beast. He's a tight end. He can receive it. He can run it. He can snap it. He can do it all. Put the guy in quarterback, and he'd be good if probably with just everything he can do. Now Penn State will kick the PAT to make this 7-0. PAT up, PAT right down the middle.
Very nice.
That's what you need if you're Penn State. Get up early and just don't look back from here, Dom.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Tyler Warren. I expected him to go there. You just had that hot route there. He crosses. I mean, what would you call that route? It wasn't like a slug out. It was like a slant to a post route or a corner even, but it would land maybe more of a post slug out. But then he went way to the right side of the end zone, and Al just found him there for the touchdown. We want to talk about Warren. By far the best play that I've ever seen from Warren. The center, when he was a center, he snapped the ball for that USC game.
Yeah.
He snaps it, bolts downfield, gets the head tap in the end zone, probably like a 25, 30-yard touchdown. That's just what Franklin loves now, this Wildcat offense. And 9 times out of 10, it might work, but it just depends on who you're playing. When they played Ohio State, didn't go so well. But now they're playing Boise State, and once again they're ahead, then it might just be all Nittany Lion from now on.
Yeah, so we will take a quick break on the other side. More action from the Fiesta Bowl right here on Sorty Stories. Back here for more action. And yeah, so we're back as we see RTG Ryan the Great here in the chat. He'll be on for the second half saying we are Penn State, and Tall Red saying Warren, he's tough.
WSJP faithful.
Yeah, the WSJP faithful here. I don't know where the other upperclassmen are, Dom. You got to talk to your boys and see where they are.
I know.
But,
I love this though. I love how you're doing this though, Anthony. I mean, it's awesome. This is how you connect with the community. This is how you embrace journalism and everything. And this is incredible, honestly. I really couldn't thank you enough for inviting me.
It's on air reps. It's a return there. The community's been great for the 5 years we've been doing this YouTube channel. But now with me doing WSJP, this just becomes on air reps for play-by-play. And tomorrow for
color. Yeah, it's like a practice round too, isn't it?
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's just an opportunity to be able to, especially during the off season, just like for football now, just staying fresh. Every weekend, and by the end of tomorrow night, after 4 streams in 24 hours, my voice will be dead. But that's just part of the grind. As I'm going to try to edit the description because I forgot to add some hashtags in here, and it would be very helpful if I added said hashtags to up our viewership here. Because usually these ESPN games tend to get the most views of any live streams that you can do for sports on YouTube, just because it's not over-the-air television. Although our most viewed stream on Sorgy Stories is Oregon, Ohio State, which is an NBC game. But people like college football. It's a fun sport, and especially
it's real. It's real.
It is. It's an awesome sport. And New Year's Eve, probably going to be lower attendance or lower viewership than tomorrow, because obviously people are out partying with their friends tonight, celebrating the new year as we ring in 2025. As looks like the Flyers are just had their puck drop against the Sharks. I know you're a Flyers fan, Dom, so I'm a casual Flyers fan. So
repping the Mitch Cobb shirt.
Nice. I have a.
Hold up. I'm sorry to cut you off. Cole Coon's in the chat, and now he just took a shot at my heart for a second. Sheets.
Cole Coon was asking me who was voting for Sheets. So for those of you who aren't Snapchat friends with me, I put out a thing on Snapchat asking Wawa or Sheets today, and Cole said who voted for Sheets, and I said that Claffey did, Camp did, and there's some other people from. All
right.
And he was talking a little bit of trash. A strong Wawa supporter. Both are good. My opinion, both are good. I take
interesting.
But Sheets, I had some really good. What I have? I had a chicken sandwich on a pretzel roll and mac and cheese bites today at Sheets. That's what I had.
Yeah. So the thing is about the two. We have to get to that as well. It's like you want
go
Anthony,
ahead.
But
go ahead.
Yeah, it's hard to compare the two places real quick. I mean, Wawa's different food than Sheets. Sheets is more like because Sheets has fryers. Wawa doesn't. And that's really the issue.
I can see that. And here we go. Boise State handoff, and that's a big tackle for Penn State there. Doing the Gravedigger celebration there is the Penn State D-line is on the stop there. Number 33, Dennis Sutton, the junior defensive end out of Millsboro, Delaware. Went to the McDonough School in Maryland. Shout out Delaware. Shout out Maryland. I was in both of those states today. Shout out to the great people there. As here we go, shotgun here for this Boise State offense. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter, 2nd and 12 at the 23.
That's going to be a holding.
Yeah, let's see here. The play, it's going to be scrambling. Holding is the call. Scrambling.
I think they're going to call that a holding on, yeah. Very good call. Two guys there got, held by far, and he just knows. Shut down.
Okay, I need to figure out how on earth I edit a live current stream that's going on.
All right, and while you do that, I guess I'll talk to Cole Coon from here. Cole, listen, I'm from Philadelphia. I know the thing about Wawa. When the Wawa near my house in South Philadelphia, not the best employees. I'll tell you that. You don't really want to go to it. You can't really get anything from there without them having to have an argument. They kind of screw up most of your orders, but that's the thing. Sheets, they're more personable. I'll tell you that. That's for sure.
As we see Ryan
Mahomes or something.
Yeah, the quarterback there for Boise State just scrambling all over the place. Jukes a couple guys out and then falls as another stop there. 4th down now. It's going to be a punt for Boise State. We getting pick 6. No pick 6, but a punt there for Penn.
And there goes Anthony. All right, well. Well, it looks like Anthony, we might have lost connection.
I'm back. I don't know what happened because my Wi-Fi stayed on and my computer did not die. So no clue what just happened there, but we should be good momentarily as soon as I get a set back up. And I do hear flag there on the play. False start on the punt by Boise State.
Oh, there you go. You're all back now.
Yep, we're all good to go. And how about Tim Franklin? Long time no see for our friend out from the West Coast, our USC guy. He was on Sorgy Stories a hot minute ago. We're gonna have to get all those Voice of College Football guys back together for a stream next season. But Tim, sorry about all these kids just talking about Wawa and Sheets. Punt there. Penn State will have the ball. 55 yards to the end zone will be next. Just because nobody.
Yeah, we got a war. We got a war now. It's just we can ignore that. We can ignore that.
Oh man.
This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, as I'm gonna here, let's go into live. I gotta figure out how to do this thing. Let's hit edit.
And how about this weather
And then
for
we're
this
gonna go in here and
for this New Year's Eve, Anthony? I mean, I don't remember the last time we've had like thunderstorms for New Year's Eve.
Dude, the storms you should have seen the storms. I mean, I was driving through hail in West Virginia. It was
you
ugly.
probably were driving through tornadoes and stuff.
I was surprised I didn't hear a tornado warning. But
That's
in
funny.
Phoenix, it seemed like a lovely night. Let's see the weather down there. 65 degrees. I mean, you can't ask for a better December New Year's Eve night down there in Arizona. But yeah, as I'm just gonna throw in, let's see, hashtag college football, hashtag college. I think there is a little bit of a Sheets Wawa, a little bit of an Eagles Steelers, a little bit of that kind of just general rivalry within Penn State's campus between all of the Philly students, between all of the Pittsburgh students. When you get those two groups of people, the Yinzers and then the great people of Philadelphia, the Yinzers. I got love for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's a great town, but not quite the level of Philly.
Now I'll tell you something interesting about Wawa too. They're moving out of Philadelphia. They're trying to get rid of more Philadelphia locations because of how bad these employees are. And I mean, if you're getting paid $7.25 an hour, I'd be livid too. I got people giving me stuff. I mean, I work at Chicks and Pete's and stuff. I know some form of the business and all, but
yeah.
No, I get it. You want money. You want money. I get it. I heard they're gonna what Wawa are you going? The one in South Philadelphia. I'm not revealing my address, right, or social security or anything, but it's the one by it's by the Navy Yard. It's the newest. It's one of the newest ones. I mean, they're good at being bad.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
I don't know if you've gone to it. It's not the best one, I'll tell you that.
I go to the one here in suburban Philadelphia, that I very much enjoy. I can walk to one and I can drive to another one. As we see, Drew Aller just gives himself up, goes for a 3-yard run there. Yeah, I think these are all about right for our hashtags. Let me plug these in here. No, this stream is not made for kids. Singleton, or is that Singleton, or is that someone else in there? I can't tell who that was on the run. That's Katron Allen, actually.
That was Katron Allen. Once again, that's his game so far. 4 carries, 51 yards. Good for the IMG alum.
Yeah, and he must have played against at some point against the prep, right?
He had to have. I would
They for sure played at some point. Cody Hankins saying what up, and RTG saying Katron Allen cooking. Cole saying that one sings. Cole, if you want to hop on the stream, you're more than welcome to. I'll send you the link if you'd like to, since you're another Penn State guy. As Cole saying Evans. Cody, tough loss for your Tide earlier this afternoon. So sorry about the loss.
Here we go. We're looking deep here. Wow.
Yeah, Aller throws deep.
What a catch.
Going to the end zone. Touchdown.
Perfect.
Penn State.
Who was that? Who scored that?
And on the reception,
I don't have
it's Omari Evans Jr.
There you go.
Out of Killeen, Texas. Shoemaker High School. 38 yards. Beautiful catch. Penn State up early.
I love that.
14-0.
I absolutely love that. Just
Thir-
this Penn State team
13-0.
is making a statement early. This is awesome. As me as a Penn State fan, I'm loving this. 4 plays, 56 yards, a minute 21. We're still in the first. This is awesome. This is awesome. That's all I can say. Awesome is a word. And the kick is right through for Barker. Very nice. Cakewalk. I agree, Cole. I mean, it's not the best thing you want to see if you're going to go the next game that either team is facing is going to be basically probably the biggest game of the schedule until they play if they win and go to the championship. Notre Dame and Georgia, which is tomorrow night. That's the game. Looking back on the show by Allard, just what a dot. What an absolute dot to Evans. That's just perfect throw.
Great on both sides. CJ says game over. I would tend to agree, honestly.
It's a bit early. It's a bit early. What I mean, I don't want to be encouraging an incredible run by Ashton Jeanty and stuff.
It's not over yet, but it's feeling way too much like that game that we saw between Ohio State and Tennessee. It's feeling a little bit too much like that. Bad day. Cakewalk. We are Notre Dame next. Fighting Irish. I'm hyped to stream that one around. That's gonna be a fun one.
That's gonna be a tough game, man. I don't know if Notre Dame's gonna hang through. I was doing my bracket and my championship is Georgia and Arizona State. I think Arizona State. I think it was a hot take. I know it was a hot take. They could be sneaky, but this Georgia team, on offense, I'm not that scared. On defense, I'm terrified. This is by far the best defensive obviously from Georgia in a minute.
Boise State needing to score here on their first possession. It's going to be a nice little 7-yard pass there to who was that on the reception? Number 81. That was Bolt.
That's Austin Bolt
on the reception. Yeah, Austin Bolt there is. Let's see. SEC 5-4, but all those Bama and South Carolina should have been in the playoffs. People are real quiet now, Cody.
Nice run by Jeanty there. Good blocking and everything.
Yeah, Jeanty. First down and a lot more. Jeanty after the 45-yard line. He falls just short of it. Near midfield now for the superstar running back, Ashton Jeanty, alive and well as this Boise State offense driving early. But yeah, Cole, if you want to hop on, just text me and I'll shoot you the link into here. So here we go. 2:32.
Getting back to Jeanty.
Yes, we see.
Pull one out.
Yeah, they're going to give it to Jeanty again. To the outside. Jeanty makes a man miss. Going out of bounds. Is it Penn State ball? No, they're going to call him out of bounds.
I think it's Penn State ball. No, I think they call it Penn State ball, Anthony.
Let's see what they call it.
It is.
Yeah, they call it Penn State ball.
That's the first down Penn State. Love to see it. Popped right out.
There.
Kobe King just
wow. Yeah, that popped out. That's Penn State ball. Toe tap in. I think that's going to go to the Nittany Lions. And everything going the way of the Nittany Lions early here in this one.
Great. This defense by Penn State gets better and better and better.
Yeah,
so that was a key weekly with that fumble recovery. It was popped out by Kobe King. Great play, though, at Penn State, man. Just gets better and better. Go on.
Here we go. 1st and 10, 2:12 to go. Penn State with the ball at midfield. Allen with a shotgun.
Great pass.
He's going to pass
Really
it
good pass.
across the middle. Is it complete? Yes, it is. Ball
Nice
at
catch
30.
by Harris Wallace, the third.
Yeah, there you go. Is Aller
Uh-oh. That's a
getting ready
fumble.
to go. Here we go. Aller hands it off. Fumble. Boise State ball. They take it right back. Oladipo on the fumble there with 1:51 to go. So turnover for turnover traded there. Not what you want. If
I wonder what happened there. If I just slipped out Aller's hands or what? Was it on the handoff or? Yeah, it was. It was on the handoff to Singleton and just fell out of the Aller's hands and just resulted in a Broncos ball.
Yeah. So here we go. Broncos ball at the 35-yard line. Shotgun. Genty in the backfield. 2 on each side. Going to be a throw. Complete to the tight end. Big first down there for Boise State. Getting closer to that midfield mark on the reception there. Number 88. That is, I got to get this roster to load all the way back up. I'm not Wagner, yeah. I'm not a Mountain West expert, to say the least. No disrespect to the Mountain West, but I'm not an expert on the conference.
I don't blame you, Anthony. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, so here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 49. Hand off to Genty. Genty lost a 3.
Yeah, Genty does not want to run and bounce anymore. I think he's kind of scared. He's got to get his mojo back. He's got to get his Heisman vibe back to him. He got really nervous in that fumble there. I could totally tell by that.
This is the best line, the best front 7 he's played all year. Oregon's is really, really good. It's not Penn State.
I think Oregon is some 17th best defense in the in college football in general, which is not what you'd expect from the best team in the country, Anthony.
Their offense just carries them as Genty. Not getting much on that carry there. Penn State with a big stop sets up a 3rd down, 33 seconds to go.
Yeah, so at what point are you going to have to send Genty on a tush push where you gotta have everyone get through? Because this Penn State defense just is bulldozing through his whole line. This is sad right now. They gotta lock in. Yeah. That's the term to use right now.
Here we go. 3rd and 11, 7 seconds to go. Let's see if they get a snap off before the end of the quarter.
Well,
they're just going to let this run. 3, 2, 1. End of the quarter. 14-0 Penn State. We'll be back after a quick break right here on Sorzy Story. Stick with us here. back here for more action. Second quarter here in Phoenix. Boise State with the ball at the 48 or so, moving left to right. Quarterback scrambling, looking for something, throws. Incomplete. Fourth down now for the Broncos. Anthony Sorgi, Dom Kent, WSJP crowd here tonight on Sorgi Stories, as we are watching some action. And
we're back at it, Anthony. Third and 11 play. Just had to find
so
someone.
Here we go.
Rescue there.
Punt now. The punter will send it away back. Fair catch by Penn State at the 10. 90 yards to the end zone is what they will need now. So 14:46 to go here in the second quarter. As we see the Penn State offense on the field. In the huddle, they will break. Sad huddle. Oh, wow, the Roman Catholic kids in here. I mean, Don, what are we talking about here? We got, Penn State on top, sure, but, Roman Catholic, really, maybe in basketball, but, JJ.
That's my dad's school, I'll tell you that. Roman Catholic. I mean, give them respect. They're good at football. They got a really solid quarterback there, too. 20-some offers.
They're not anywhere near as good as us.
No, I get it. But they do have one of the best quarterbacks in the PCL, in my opinion. They do.
I'm just saying, this kid's a little bit of a prep hater. JJL saying Marvin Harrison went there. Tyler Warren getting in there. Tyler Warren stiff arms a man near the first down. Yeah, they lost to McDevitt, Cole. Oof. McDevitt, tough out. Boise State needed a big drive. Couldn't get one there. Joey Foster, our buddy, our good friend down in West Virginia. Shout out, Joey. Welcome in here, sir. Huge win. I was listening to Tony Caridi on the way out of West Virginia today. I had the great broadcast on. As it is 3rd and 3, and it is a great day to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be. Under center, they're going to send it out to Aller on a little bit of fake there, and he's just going to throw it away. Guess where Marvin Harrison sent his kids? Not to his alma mater, JJ. You might have seen her, but we got Junior and we got Jet.
We do have both of them.
Yeah, I'm saying we have both the kids. He likes to send his kids to 17th and Girard. And shout out Mr. Danny D, our athletic director.
Here we go.
Left Roman for the prep. 4th and 3. Here comes the punt from Penn State. They will punt it away. Way back to the 30. No tackle there. Boise State on the return to the 40. Breaks the tackle out to the 45. Take it down just short of the 50. Should be a short return. A short. Should be a short drive here if Boise State can get into the end zone.
That was a short of an understatement of the Wildcat offense on that 3rd down play.
Yeah.
Again, that's what we see from Franklin a lot. Them weird plays. We talked about Marvin Harrison. He was the Roman grad. He went to Syracuse, played Donovan McNabb for a year. Then he went to the Colts, where he would be Hall of Famer. Talking about his sons. Talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. He started off at LaSalle his freshman year. Then he went to St. Joe's afterwards. He transferred there, and that's where he met Colin McCord, and they would meet again in college. And then as Marvin Harrison went to the big leagues, you see Kyle McCord now at Syracuse making a name for himself, to say the least. I mean,
He'll
you heard a
be
lot of
heading to the
praise
NFL.
from the coach too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
shout out to the whole I'm trying to think who let me give some shout outs to the prep program. Shout out Coach Infante down there at Duke, as the assistant head coach, the predecessor to Coach Roken, who has now won 5 state titles as head coach?
Coach Roken?
Yeah.
I think he's won 6, if I'm correct. I'm not sure though.
Wow.
No, he didn't. You're right. He's won 5.
5, yeah. He has 4 as OC and 5 as head coach. And yeah, highest ACC passing yard. Yeah, Kyle McCord. He has his banner up at the field house, and we give him love for that. As I changed my graphic to the second, but it didn't show up when I did so. So let's try to do that now.
Let's talk. I would talk about Kyle McCord again. I heard my dad. There's an interview with the coaches talking about him, and we're gonna be all over the prep for a minute. But the thing is, he was saying McCord not only good on the football field, he's a great leader in general. And again, that's the thing that the prep really tries to emphasize through their program. I know we talked about Roman and stuff, but I feel sorry if you're a Roman guy right now, but seriously, what St. Joe's tries to do a lot is trying to make, again, man form with others. And I get it. Everyone is like, here we go with that. But if the coach brings it up, it's noticeable, honestly. That's how you can really say it.
Yeah. Yeah, as we see, it seems like Lane Kiffin is rooting very hard for Penn State. He's just like spamming, let's go Penn State. And we are on his Twitter page. So it seems
That's interesting.
He said LFGPSU and then hashtag we are. So seems to be enjoying watching this one as we see a run to Ashton Jeanty across midfield. Jeanty out to the 46-yard line of Penn State. Second down now for the Broncos.
Yeah, well, Jeanty, seriously, I gotta get back to him. You haven't heard of him enough. It's kind of like talking about Joey Bryan with South. It's just a difference maker. Seriously, you put him on any team. I mean, I'd like to see Jeanty on
first down,
Penn
Jeanty,
State or another team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you talk about him, he goes for the first down there in the receiving game. He can do both. And JJ, if you're going to Roman, when Roman and Pratt play next year, we got to meet up. But also JJ's in 8th grade right now. He doesn't go to Roman yet. But also you got to see Joey O'Brien play when Roman plays LaSalle, because the kid is a stud. He's got an offer from every team in the country. And yeah, so we got under center run to Jeanty. Jeanty gets about 5-6 yards there on the run. Little extracurricular activities between the lines post play. Ashton Jeanty is just carrying Boise State right now.
Yeah, second quarter, they're turning it upside down now. 11 touches now, 49 yards.
Yeah. So here we go, second
and yards.
11:34 to go in the second quarter. Let's see what we get here. It's going to be another handoff to Jeanty. He's going to try to break out to the outside, goes back inside, fumble. Who's got it? Boise State. They gain a couple yards from the fumble. It'll be 3rd and 1 after a big man jumps on that one. On the recovery there is number 62. That is Roger Carrion out of Jal, New Mexico, the redshirt sophomore offensive lineman.
That's kind of a comment that I would make if I'm talking about a big man with the fumble. Yeah, I mean, big man fumble. That's what I said off of a pick with Michael Ford's on Roman when Charlie Folk got intercepted at Franklin Field on I don't even know what kind of pass that was. I don't know if you remember Anthony. He just dumps it off and he just blindfolded throw it. But that's what happened right there. And that's kind of
it's going to be
bad.
Yeah, they're going to go to Dubar there out of Anna, Texas. So we see them showing the Penn State injury tent, wondering who's in there right now. I don't have closed captions on, so I couldn't tell you, but Boise State has the ball at the 17-yard line at the shotgun. Genty is in the backfield. He's got one receiver to his left, two to his right. Seems like there might be a tight end on the line as who's going to block. Almost a fumble. Genty taken down for a loss of 4. On the stop there for Penn State is number 15. That is going to be... Let's see, who was that there? That was Amin Vanover, the senior, out of St. Joseph's High School in Newark, New Jersey. 2nd and 14 now for the Broncos at the 20-yard line. Let's see what we get here from them. It's going to be a pass play. Complete across the middle. Can they get the first down? Not quite. It's going to set up about a 3rd and 1 on the reception. There is number 85. That is Matt Lauder, the redshirt junior out of Torrey Pines High School in San Diego, California. Of course, we all know the name Torrey Pines as in the golf course near San Diego.
Golf course, yeah.
There's also a high school there.
Very, very famous.
Yeah. 3rd and 2, 8:56 here. Let's see what we get.
Anyway, I want to give you a quick update real quick as well.
After this play, I'll let you go ahead as we get a run. First down to the wall. Touchdown, Boise State. 14-6 the score now. Go ahead, Dom.
All right. Back in the tent, I don't know if you guys noticed, Abdul Carter just went into the tent holding his leg. That's probably partially why Boise State's driving down the field right now, which kind of stinks for that. Maybe,
yeah.
Or was his arm actually? Excuse me.
Yeah, Tyler Crow with the touchdown there. PAT is going to be up. It is good. 14-7 the score now. As Crow getting fired up with his teammates on the sidelines. They're enjoying themselves. And they put Genty in motion. They hand it off to Crow right up the A-gap. Ryan Sullivan, our guy in the chat, RTG, loves talking X's and O's, so I had to put that out there for him. We'll take a quick break. On the other side, more action from the Fiesta Bowl right here on Sorgy Stories. for more action from Arizona. Anthony Sorgi Dom came back here with you on Sorgi Stories. And yeah, Penn State, they could use a score here. So we see Abdul Carter on the bike, stretching those legs, keeping them fresh here. As that kick is off to the end zone for a touchback.
All right, Anthony, but I think with the time happening too, I do have to go after this drive. I'll stay for this drive, but then I might have to go leave the Sorgy faithful, as we can call it. But yeah, it was awesome so far. Maybe I'm gonna make a return tomorrow. I'm not sure what the plans are, but
we're gonna have to. I'm gonna be honest, Dom. I'm fully booked tomorrow. I'm on other people's streams tomorrow.
Interesting.
I'm not even like it's gonna be broadcast here. It's gonna be broadcast here for the Sorgy faithful. But for the Peach and the Sugar Bowl, it's gonna be, or we're gonna have Reichley Ruby of the Football Expert, from down in South Carolina on our play-by-play, and for the Sugar Bowl, at least we'll be joined by Lincoln Stevens, also from the American Football Network down in South Carolina as well. As we see a big stop for Boise State, sets up a third down here, 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go. And then the Rose Bowl, my dad covered the Rose Bowl back when Wisconsin played in it against TCU a few years ago. So him and I always do that game. But maybe we're gonna have to find a time to get some of us WSJP guys together for a nice little stream.
Yeah, maybe we can do a semifinal matchup or
something like that. There's a Friday night game.
Basketball, maybe get some basketball in there.
I'm always down for some college hoops, but also Eagles Packers playoff game possibly.
Right now, I think that's what it is.
Cole Kuhn was talking about us all like finding a place to stream it together in one place, so where Ryan the Great and I can both have our setups at one place. So maybe we'll have to figure out something like that. But yeah, so enjoying this game here. We're still on an ad break somehow. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's an injury timeout or what happened there. Did you see it, Dom?
No, I mean, I don't know if it was commercial timeout with the time left, but
yeah.
I couldn't really tell, honestly. Yeah, right as the game gets back on, here comes more rain, I'll tell you that. I mean, it's been on and off, but if you guys miss me, I will be at Topgolf. That's where I'm going
Heading
to leave
to Topgolf to the
Mount Laurel. We're going.
Living the good life, Tom. Living the good life.
Yeah, I like golfing. I got a new driver. I still can't hit it after trying to test it out, but hopefully today we either hit the driver roll or we get struck by lightning. One of the two.
Yeah, here's what.
Ending the year off on a good note.
Yeah, I'm not a big golfer guy. Although if you get me on the Franklin Square mini golf course, you're probably going down.
Yeah.
I've let me think. Where else am I a good mini golfer? Up at what's it called? Coal Country up in Fairmont, West Virginia, or down in Fairmont, West Virginia, actually. Shout out to everyone. Yeah. That's a fun course, Tom. If you ever get the chance to go to West Virginia, it's right off the interstate. It's all old coal mining like machines and parts that they turned into this mini golf course.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really it's a fun one to play. I played it back in 2020.
Yeah, speaking of mini golf, I don't know if you've ever heard of the traveling taste buds. They go all throughout the Tri-State area. They do food reviews and stuff. But they did this thing where they had like a mini golf like tournament they had, and they were
that's
people.
awesome.
So I was lucky enough to be able to go into. Oh, here we go. It's a bit of thunder there, but I was
Yeah.
able to be invited to it. I brought my own putter, thinking I would do well. I was with John Coffey, by the way. Coffey did carry that game. I did not do that well. I'll be honest. I did subpar. I had too much camera pressure. I did get a hole in one though, but I did have
There you go. There you go.
way too much camera pressure.
Shout out John Claffey of WSJP.
Absolutely.
A flag holding on Boise State is going to help Penn State after that would have been fourth down. And I'm just teasing the something coming soon to WSJP. YouTube.com/@WSJP. Check out our content over there. Is that releasing New Year's Day or is that releasing on the 6th?
I think it's probably gonna come out the 6th. I know we haven't done a bunch of work yet, but yeah, I'm not going to release all the details yet. You can find that on Instagram. Hey, road to 1,000. I think we're less than. Are we at 40 now, Anthony? I know we were less than 50 last I checked.
Here's what I'm going to say. Our goal for WSJP for next year needs to be 3,000 Instagram followers. That's what I'm saying.
That's going to be on.
Followers.
I think we're going to get to 2,000 on YouTube. We're already well over 1,000 on YouTube. We're at 1.4 on YouTube.
There. I think we can get to 3,000 on YouTube too, pretty easily. I don't think it would take too much work.
We got 1.31 thousand. That's incredible.
But
anyway, this new thing is going to be amazing to say the least. I can't wait for it to be released. It was in the talkings for some time. I didn't really, because I had the idea for this.
It was not in the talking for some time. I found out about it like 2 weeks ago.
It was not in any meeting or anything at school. I was just thinking about doing this, and then officially, Mr. Abington, Mr. Burns found out, and they just took off with it. So it's going to be the new site of all our WCP stuff. So coming soon, we'll reveal that. I don't know. I'll talk to Mr. Burns about it, but it'll be on Instagram. Follow for updates.
2nd and 15. Aller going to look to throw. Sacked! Boise State takes down Drew Aller.
That one had to hurt.
Wow. That on the stop was Ahmad Hassanin out of Cairo, Egypt. The graduate of Loara High School in California. How about that? I saw Penn State as a player from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So that's a fun little thing.
The Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Yeah. Here we go. 3rd and 27. Clint Moses in here. The Beavs fan. Here we go. Aller just looking to throw to someone. That's going to be a wide open man. Good tackle, though, by Boise State. Gets the stop. 4th down for Penn State. 5:56 to go until the half here. Drew Aller off the field. The punt team's on. McCoy on the stop on the reception. It was Harrison Wallace III, the redshirt junior receiver out of Montgomery, Alabama. Pike Road High School down there in Montgomery. Here we go. 5:35, 4th and 19. A punt for Penn State. Riley Thompson to punt. Cooper Jones to return for the Broncos. Penn State ready to go. Boise State ready to try to block this one. That one is tipped, I think. That's going to roll out at about the 38. 5:17 to go here in the second quarter. Boise State will take over here, needing about 60 yards. Dom, I know you have to head out.
Yeah.
But
it was great on the stream. Loved it. I mean, it's like you love it, me. Guys, got to follow him. Awesome, dedicated, as well as everyone else in the chat. Cole, Ryan, all of them. How many people we got streaming right now? 3. That's awesome, man. I just love when you do this. But yeah, stay tuned. You got RTG coming second half, but
Second half, RTG.
sometimes all good things must come to an end. So, yeah, I'd say thank you so much for inviting me on for this, and glad I was able to join.
Yeah, thank you for joining me here as Boise State goes incomplete. Everyone, WSJP's Dom Camp, thank you for joining us here on Sorgy Stories. 2nd and 10 now for Boise State as they have the ball with 5:14 in the quarter. Broncos in the shotgun at their own 39-yard line. Man in motion from the top to the bottom of the screen. They're going to hand it off to Genty. Ashton Genty gets about a yard of forward progress, but nothing more than that after the handoff to him from the quarterback, Maddox Madsen. 2 fumbles tonight. One of them lost by Ashton Genty. He had 2 fumbles entering tonight on the season. He's doubled his fumbles number. Insane stuff here. 3rd and 8 here for Maddox Madsen here. And this Boise State offense down 14-7. Both teams with all timeouts. 4:30 to go here. Madsen in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Genty blocking. He's going to go deep. Madsen incomplete. Boise State's going to punt. 4:23 to go. And yes, as Dom said, Ryan the Great, RTG, Ryan Sullivan, will be on the show for the second half here with us on Sorgy Stories, enjoying this fun Penn State matchup with us. Then tomorrow, the football expert, Reichley Ruby, and I will be on for the Peach Bowl. I'll be live with my dad, the Badgers Radio Network and Packers Radio Network veteran, Jay Sorgy, for the Rose Bowl and for the Sugar Bowl. The football expert and American Football Network will join me for a live stream of that Notre Dame Georgia game. And yeah, we're going to take a quick break on the other side. More action from Arizona right here on Sorgy Stories. Back here for action. Katron Allen run, and then an injury here now. 2nd and 2 from 91. Hassaim looks like it's there. So Hassaim, rough injury. He limps off. But the Boise State faithful alive and well. Down a touchdown as we see. Guy in a cowboy hat, very Elvis looking, fancy, fantastic. We see that a little kid. And then you got the students right next to the Penn State band, which is interesting. It's that weird end zone thing where you have a little bit of both fan bases. Everyone on their feet as we return to action here. 2nd and 2 for Penn State. 2 men in the backfield. They're going to have Aller, of course, take the snap. At the 28, it's going to be a handoff up the middle. Katron Allen all the way to the 50. Allen still going. Allen to the 30. Allen to the 20-yard line of Boise State. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if this one's coming back. Holding Penn State. This one's coming back, folks. Not what exactly you wanted. It's a rough penalty there against Penn State. But, that's a hold there on the Penn State O-line. Number 77, that looked like, for the Nittany Lions. So, second quarter, 3:41 to go. Again, both teams with all the timeouts going to be shotgun for Aller. He has 2 men in motion. Man in the backfield. 3rd man in motion now. Aller under pressure. Throws. Has a man. Can they get the first down? Yes, they can. First down, Penn State on the reception there. Number 85. That's Luke Reynolds, a freshman tight end out of Westford, Massachusetts. Big reception, folks. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts on this game, thoughts on the college football playoff. Fun night on New Year's Eve for some college football playoff quarterfinal action of this competitive game. Thus far, Boise State showing some fight as of late. Penn State looking to get a 2-touchdown lead heading into the half here. Drew Aller's going to hand this one off. It's going to be a big run for Nick Singleton. First run, could have gotten more, but stopped after getting the first down. Flag on the play. We'll see if this one's coming back as well. Refs chatting about it. We'll see what the call is. Holding on Penn State on another one against the Nittany Lions. Setting back. Not what you want if you're James Franklin. Franklin staying pretty calm, not going too crazy. Singleton there, able to break. Tried to break a couple tackles, but just wasn't able to. 2:43 to go, 2:42. Clock running. 1st and 20 for Penn State at their own 23. Men in motion all over the place. Singleton now. We got 4 wide. Warren moves in motion. Aller, shotgun. Warren blocking. Aller throws deep. Got a man deep. Overthrown, almost intercepted. No PI call. Offensive pass interference call is what Benefield of Boise State, the DB there, wanted, as he was close to picking that, but a little bit of a push from a Penn State receiver. No call there. That's pass interference, I'd say. But no call. So we will go back and do this one again. 2nd and 20 now for Penn State. Aller in the shotgun again. Singleton to his left. 2 men move from one side to the other. 2 men on each side, 4 wide. Here we go. Aller under pressure. Gets it off across the middle. Warren to the 30, to the 40. Out to the 42-yard line is Tyler Warren. 3rd down here, 2:14 to go. 2:12 clock running down towards the 2-minute warning. That's where it seems like we'll head, as it is 3rd and 3 for Penn State. James Franklin on the sidelines there, looking to get the biggest win in a while for Penn State. 2-minute warning here. We will take a quick break on the other side. Last 2 minutes of action before the half from Arizona right here on Sorgy Stories. back here for more action from Phoenix, Arizona, as Penn State takes on Boise State here. Penn State with the ball at the 30-yard line, 40-yard line to start off their drive on 3rd and 3. It's going to be a handoff to Singleton to the outside, and he loses a few yards. Big stop by that Boise State D-line. We see Hassani, who out of the Egypt, Cairo, as I mentioned earlier, he limped off the field earlier back in the game, helps get a big stop for this Broncos defense. So, not a bad play design, but just the blocking ineffective. So we see, who was that who had that missed block there for Penn State? Who was that? Number 53 of the offensive line. That's Nick Dawkins, the senior from Parkland High School in Allentown, PA, who us Prep fans know well. Go Prep. Parkland went down, of course, to St. Joe's Prep, my high school, who I'm repping right now. We had Dom Camp, Prep Jr. on. Earlier, we'll have Prep sophomore Ryan Sullivan, RTG Ryan the Great, on for the second half here. 2 Penn State fans both on here. And, yeah, having a fun stream here so far. So here we go. Penn State to punt this one away. That one's going to go way back, all the way to the 15, bouncing into the end zone. A Nuco punt there. Boise State will take over after the touchback. We see James Franklin. For those of you just joining us, I talked about pregame. I met James Franklin in October down on the field at Franklin Field. St. Joe's Prep took on Roman Catholic. James Franklin doing a little bit of scouting there during Penn State's bye week. It was the week before the Wisconsin game, and got to chat with Coach Franklin for a minute. And great guy. So shout out to Coach Franklin and his phenomenal staff there at Penn State. Great. I mean, just really, really classy program in the way they run things under his leadership. And I know there have been things at Penn State in the past, but James Franklin is, as I said, just a really good leader of the program, really good developer of young men as they try to head to the NFL. And, yeah, 2nd and 8 here after an Ashton Jeanty run. And now it's going to be shotgun looking deep. Penalty on the play, or something blown dead flag on the play. Let's see which way this one is going. False start, Boise State. So not the start you want. Down 7 with 1:18 to try to tie this game up, really. As Maddox Madsen out of American Fork High School in American Fork, Utah, is looking to lead this team down the field. 2nd down now for Boise State. Second and 12 now for the Broncos. Madsen in the shotgun. Jeanty to his left. It's going to be Madsen scrambling. Madsen runs for a few yards. Uneducated Sports Talk. Good to see you, man. I saw you were live this evening for the game. I was going to try to stop in at some point. Glad you popped over. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope everything's good over at the channel. I'd love to be in your comment section, so many other comment sections more, but school's been a lot, and working on the broadcast team, as I was talking about, getting the chance to meet James Franklin. Appreciate all the love from the UST folks, but working a lot of football games this season. Now season's over, but January back to basketball, and just 11 days or so for St. Joe's Prep basketball, PA football state champs. Hoping for a good basketball season as well, as We have 4th down after Boise State. 1:05 to go. As Boise State actually did use a timeout that I forgot to mark down here. So let me go ahead and do that. Better late than never. 1 minute, 7 seconds. That's what the game clock will be set to now at the Fiesta Bowl. Fiesta Bowl, very historic bowl game. Both of these teams have played in it quite a lot throughout their time as programs, as most of you probably can, figure out based off of the history. If you're a college football fan, you know this stuff. I'm not telling you anything new. 1:07 to go here, though, in the second quarter. But yeah, we'll have Ryan the Great, RTG, on for the second half, chatting with us. We see Abdul Carter, the number 2 overall prospect in Mel Kiper's board out of LaSalle College High School up in Windmore, PA. Carter, a native of Philadelphia, PA. LaSalle, not a school we love, and on the high school level at least, but respect for a great program there. A lot of winning has been done there, but not a lot of PCL chips over there in Windmore, as the prep has beaten them quite a lot. 4th and 1. See if they're going to go QB sneak, hand off to Genty. Let's see it here. Madsen just waiting to see what they're going to do. Timeout on the field. Penn State players trying to get those guys hyped up, trying to get them ready here. Trying to get those fans loud like they are on Saturdays in State College so often, as they were the first round of the playoff. That place was rocking up there in State College. It was quite the electric atmosphere, as it always is up there. So, I guess we'll take a quick look, actually, if I can scoot this bad boy over to page 8. Take a quick look while we're on the... Actually, we'll wait until the half to talk about the CFP bracket. We'll give it a... We'll wait until we hit half. Gives me another thing to talk about at halftime. Some of you who have been watching for a while know that these halftimes can be pretty dull at moments. Although this game's been competitive, so, we'll run through the stat sheet. We'll talk about what's been going on earlier today in the college football world. Talk about the rest of the quarterfinal games, and my thoughts on those is, again, we will be live for those here on Sorgy Stories all day tomorrow. First stream at 1:55, then 4:55, 12:55, 4:55, 8:40 are the start times for tomorrow's live. Again, 12:55, 4:55, 8:40 p.m. Eastern are tomorrow's start times on our channel here. So here we go. 4th and 1 for Boise State. They're going to punt this away. Did they jump? I think they did. Looks like it's going to send them back another 5 yards. And yes, false start. Going to just make it another 4th down. Ferguson Reynolds, the punter, there we see for Boise State. It's a long nameplate on that jersey. As, excuse me, a little bit of a cough going, but we're rocking and rolling still. Despite the slight under the weather feeling, nothing too bad. As Boise State here gonna punt this one away. Fair caught at the 36-yard line by the Nittany Lions. 1:01 to go in the second quarter. Penn State 14-7 the lead sitting at, but a good football game so far, I would say. So as we see Boise State here with 1 timeout left in the half. Penn State with 2 currently left. As I don't know what happened there, but let's try to fix that there, because I don't know why that's a random red line. That's not what we wanted to do. There we go. We're good. Aller throws. Has Tyler Warren for a first down. Tyler Warren, dude's a beast. He can snap the ball. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball. Nothing this guy can't do. to put it mildly. 56 seconds here to go. So, yeah, appreciate everyone in here as we near the halftime of this game. Allen, the shotgun, has a man to his left in the backfield. 4 wide, 2 on either side. Aller's going to look to throw. First down. Beautiful catch for Penn State to the 30. Inside the 30 of Boise State on the reception there. Number 5. That is Amari Evans, a junior out of Killeen, Texas. Shoemaker High School down there. We should be good on our graphic. Now, I don't know why it's not working. But we should be good to go now if this will work. Aller. Down goes Aller. Big stop there for Boise State. Eventually this should go away, but it's not really liking me right now. So second down after the sack. By who was that on the sack? Was that number 92, it looks like? Yeah, Michael Callahan out of Yorba Linda, California. Getting there on the sack. So I'm going to have to play around a little bit with this to get it to look normal again, because it's not right now. But sorry about this, folks. We're having slight technical difficulties, but we're back and rolling here. 3, 2, 1. We should be good now. Let's see. There we go. Okay. All good now, folks. So 2nd and 12 for Penn State. 44 seconds to go in the half. We see the kicker warming up for the Nittany Lions. I wouldn't say quite in safe field goal range, but they might be able to get there. 2nd and 12. Aller. Shotgun. Looks deep. Wants the end zone. Has a man, but incomplete. Heartbreak for Penn State. Sets up 3rd and 12. Close to being in there. Couldn't quite get it in there. 3rd and 12. 37 seconds to go in the second quarter. So close. Good stop there by the DB of Boise State. That was who? Number 20. That would be Devon Banks out of San Jacinto? Something like that, California. A lot of Cali guys on this Boise team. So shout out Boise State. And yeah, so getting ready for halftime. Third and 12, 37 seconds to go. Shotgun for Penn State. Aller throws incomplete. 4th and 12 now. 34 seconds to go. Oladipo there on the coverage. And just good pressure there. And that's a hold, but okay, well, I guess we'll just let it go. 4th and 12 here. And Penn State's going to go for this. 4th and 12. Wow. Aller. He's going to throw it. Throws incomplete. Boise State takes over, but a flag might change that. So it's going to be Penn State 4th down again, I guess. Unless it's an offensive penalty, which I don't think it is. Pass interference there on Devon Banks. Yeah, it's obvious BI there on Banks. Not a bad throw by Aller. Can't really tell if it would have been a catch or not, but his receivers have the speed, so could have been. For sure, quote-unquote, catchable pass. 29 seconds. Penn State's going to try this one again. 1st and 10 now after the PI call. Ball at the 23. After the 15-yard penalty. Aller looks to throw. He's going end zone. Aller incomplete. He keeps going to the same target, man. Going to number 6 there. He just couldn't quite get that in. That's Harrison Wallace, of course, the redshirt junior wide receiver out of Montgomery, Alabama, as I mentioned earlier. So 2nd and 10 now for Penn State. 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Aller in the shotgun. Man to his right. 3 to his left, 1 to his right, receiver-wise. He's going to throw across the middle of the Warren. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Boise State. On the coverage, number 10, that is going to be Andrew Simpson out of Norwalk, California. St. John Bosco High School. If you follow high school ball, you know it. A national powerhouse in the sport here. 19 seconds to go. 2nd quarter, 3rd and 10 for Penn State. Penn State with 1 timeout left. Boise State with none, as you can see on the screen. Aller in the shotgun. Singleton to his left. 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Aller down he goes. 14 seconds. 4th down. Penn State's going to have to call timeout here. This clock's going to run down until 3 seconds, where Penn State will take the timeout. So final timeout taken by Penn State. As you can see, neither team with timeouts left. So here we go. 3 seconds to go, and it's going to be Ryan Barker, the kicker for Penn State. 13 for 16 out in the year, along of 49 for him. This kick is 40. Boise State missed a kick earlier. Penn State looking to make their first kick of the day. Here we go. It is up. It is good. Barely got that in there as time expires. Boise State thought it was no good, but it's good. At that, 17-7, your score. We will take a quick break. But on the other side, more action from Phoenix right here on Sorgy Stories. Back here for halftime coverage from the Sorgi Story Studios in Philadelphia. Anthony Sorgi alongside. Appreciate Dom Camp of WSJP joining us for the first half. WSJP and his own YouTube channel, Ryan the Greats. Ryan Sullivan will be on for the second half with us. 17-7 your score at the half. Let's take a look at this evening's box scores. It has been an action-packed night of Fiesta Bowl football from Phoenix. Drew Aller has 10 completions on 17 attempts, 144 yards, 8.5 the average there, and 2 touchdowns, no picks for him. Katron Allen, number 13 for Penn State, playing some really good football, as I need to lower that there. So Katron Allen, 10 carries, 76 yards, long of 23 on the day. Nick Singleton, 5 for 15, along of 8. In the receiving game, it's Amari Evans, 2 for 55 and a touchdown. Tyler Warren, 4 for 45 and a touchdown. And then Harrison Wallace, a third, 2 for 28. Luke Reynolds, 2 for 16. Drew Aller has lost a fumble. Zaki Wheatley recovered a fumble. Danny Dennis Sutton has a tackle on the day. Can't tell if, someone else has to have a tackle, right? Or excuse me, that's a sack on the day. And then so we see here. So I'm trying to do something quickly here. There we go. Let's see what else is going on. Barker 1 for 1 on the day. Obviously, he just made that kick. Riley Thompson punting 3 for 150. 50-yard average along of 63. Dude's an absolute beast of a punter. On the Boise State side, however, let's take a look over there. Maddox Madsen, 8 for 12 completions for 99 yards and no touchdowns on the day. Rushing, though, Ashton Jeanty, 13 for 33. 13 for 39 on the day. But Tyler Crow, the backup back, 1 for 8 with a touchdown on the day. Madsen, 3 carries for 2 yards on the day himself. Receiving-wise, 3 for 43 on the day is Matt Lauder. Ashton Jeanty, 2 for 23 on the day. Matt Wagner, 1 for 14. Prince Strachan is 1 for 12 on the day. And Austin Bolt, 1 for 7. Fumble-wise, Ashton Jeanty has fumbled twice, lost 1. Meanwhile, Sei Oladipo recovered a fumble for Boise State. Defensively, tackling-wise, it has been Hassanin, Michael Callahan, and Andrew Simpson, each with a tackle on the day. Hassanin with a sack and a TFL. The other two with each have a half sack on the day. Kick return-wise, Latrell Caples, 1 kick return for 19 yards. And punt return-wise, Cooper Jones, 1 return for 19 yards. Kicking-wise, Jonah Dalmas is 0 for 1 on the day. And in the punting game, James Ferguson Reynolds, 4 for 163, an average of 40.8. Long, 43-1 inside the 20 this evening. That's the stat sheet as we see. Man, that looks magical. Joey Galloway, Desmond Howard, Reese Davis there down on the field of the Rose Bowl, chatting at the half. As obviously they'll be covering the game there at the Rose Bowl tomorrow. College game day. Also, the Rose Bowl, or at the Rose Bowl tomorrow morning. I'm trying to think of other stuff that is of significant note. Let's see what we got on here. College football elsewhere. I talked about it earlier, but I'll go over it again if you are just joining us. Michigan 19, Alabama 13 in the Reliant West Bowl. Some bad conditions early in that one. For some big Alabama mistakes in the first half. Louisville 35, Washington 34 in the Sun Bowl. Citrus Bowl, Illinois 21-17. All of those Paul Feinbaum, like South Carolina should have been in the playoffs, people. being real quiet now after that loss to Illinois, and LSU 44, Baylor 31 in that game. But let's go ahead and get into what really matters here. Excuse me, which is the college football playoff graphic, or the bracket for the college football playoff, as I pull up our graphic for that here momentarily. Let's throw this in here. Get us all set up with this graphic here for us. Yeah, there we go. So here is your playoff bracket this year. Give us your thoughts, folks, as we see these 4 games currently. Obviously, Penn State, Boise State, 17-7 is you saw moments ago. I'm actually going to have to switch our format here, though. I just remembered that I need to do that. There we go. Now we should be all good to go. So you can still hear my voice, you just can't see me. Notre Dame, Georgia tomorrow night in the Sugar Bowl. We'll be live for that. We'll be live for the Rose Bowl and the Peach Bowl as well. But Penn State, Boise State tonight so far. Been a competitive matchup. Texas, Arizona State tomorrow. I'm going to be honest. I'm expecting Texas to dominate. I'm not expecting much from Boise State. As much as I hate to say it, I'm just not really. There's nothing to expect. There's not much going on there. And yeah, so I'm expecting a Texas 34-17 win in that one tomorrow. That is my score prediction there. And then elsewhere, Rose Bowl. Ohio State, Oregon tomorrow is going to be a heck of a game. I mean, it's going to be a battle. Obviously, we saw the 2 teams playing in Eugene, kind of forming. This might turn into a little bit of a rivalry as these 2 teams continue to play throughout the years.
That's just a muff camera.
Yeah,
that game's deciding the national champion.
Okay, as my dad commenting on the side there. But yeah, so Ohio State, Oregon. It's going to be a heck of a game there in the Rose Bowl. I'm picking Oregon, but very close. I'm going 35-34 is my score prediction there. It's going to be a great football game from the Rose Bowl. And then Sugar Bowl, it's going to be another great game. Notre Dame, Georgia. No Carson back means a problem, though, for the Dogs. I'm going Notre Dame 24-20. Tight game is what I'm expecting there. It's going to be tight. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be enjoyable. Great football coming tomorrow, but we'll be right back after a quick break right here. Ryan the Great will be joining us next here on Sorgy Stories. back here at Sword halftime in the Swords and Story Studios. It is a fun night of college football playoff quarterfinal football. Dom Camp of WSJP joined us now. We got another WSJP guy with us now. Please welcome on Ryan, the great Ryan Sullivan here with us. Ryan, what's up?
How we doing? Cue the applause from everybody in the chat. We are having a great night. The Nittany Lions are up 17-7, and guess what? Guess who's tomorrow? The Fighting Irish, baby. Come on.
Yeah.
But anyway, don't ask me who I'd be cheering for, saying that both these teams win. That'll have to be saved for a different time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll just say this: I might have to pull out the Notre Dame hat tomorrow night. Might have to pull out some Fighting Irish gear. On the stream. I have Penn State gear somewhere. I just didn't have time to put it on.
Pulling out the Notre Dame shirt tomorrow. Which I
had like a Notre Dame jersey when I was like a baby.
I have a number 12 that's supposed to be for Ian Book.
Ian Book, what a name!
Notre Dame legend. And now Philadelphia Eagle as we speak, but he'll probably get cut in like a week. But you know, right before the playoffs.
Yeah, Tanner McKee's too good.
Yeah, he played like a dog. 2 for 4, 2 touchdown passes. I mean, can't get anything better than that. I just released a video on the Eagles.
Ron, we've covered the state championship.
We did?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I just posted a video on the Eagles today. I just posted a video on the Eagles. And it was fun. I got to do top 5 NFL teams tomorrow. And then I don't want to give too much information, but one announcement is coming for 2025 for my sort of channel. I have not announced anything yet. It will be coming in the coming days. So a little bit of a teaser, if you will.
Yeah, I'll be honest, folks. Tonight's been a rough night viewership-wise, Ryan. I'm surprised. Really? Usually, for these college football streams, you get everybody pouring in here. But I guess too many people are out living the dream partying tonight.
Well, it's raining over here. I mean, Jesus.
It's raining here, too. I was driving through hail in West Virginia today.
Oh, my God. I mean.
It was bad. We almost, our car was like right next to lightning.
Jesus.
But yeah, I know a lot of people who are out partying, but I'm doing the dirty work here as are you here. Nothing better than watching some Penn State football on.
I've been on the COD grind for the past couple of days since I just got Black Ops 6 for Christmas. I've also been catching up on my Star Wars.
Okay.
Andor was a great show. Highly recommend. And I'm watching the new show Skeleton Crew, which I'm not too crazy about, but we'll have to see how that pans out. But I'm not too big of a fan.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think. So we've covered the state championship, but the halftime show for In College Game Day tomorrow, and all day's college football coverage tomorrow for the studio, quote unquote studio show, is from the field of the Rose Bowl. I mean, I can't imagine just sitting in an empty Rose Bowl stadium during the game, watching these other games down on the set, and just having a stadium entirely to yourself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It must be magical. I mean, we were there at Franklin Field when it was mostly empty.
Right.
But that's nowhere near the Rose Bowl on the level of just of I guess name recognition more than anything. Franklin Field's pretty historic, but name wise, it's for sure not the Rose Bowl.
Right. And when you take it down, it counts how many seats there are there. It's just
it's crazy.
That's insane. I couldn't do that. I couldn't sit in an empty Rose Bowl stadium. It would just feel a little too weird if you get what I'm trying to say. Especially as someone who covers games and all that, and you're always used to seeing the action and whatever.
I know my dad had the press box to himself at the Rose Bowl one time.
I mean, I wouldn't be watching the game. I'd be exploring whatever the hell is in that press box.
He was. What was he doing up there? I'm forgetting. He was recording something for WTMJ radio because he was working for the Badgers radio network, but he also still had to do his like stuff for 620. The home of, at the time, the Badgers, Packers, Brewers, and Bucks. Now only the home of the Brewers and Bucks. Shout out to 97.3 The Game, where Mr. Doug Russell, friend of the channel, is they got the contract for the Packers and Badgers nowadays. But you know the chaos of TV and radio contracts, Ryan.
Definitely. I mean, I'm looking
That
for
could be an entire series.
Speaking of that, we have the I don't know if you're a wrestling fan. We have the Raw's debut on Netflix coming up on Monday.
I'm not a wrestling guy, but that's interesting.
Hey, if you have Netflix, you might want to tune in. I know it's on the day of the Prep versus Egan, but I mean, I can tell you this right now. We're going to see The Rock. We're going to see John Cena. I mean, we're going to see a lot. And as you see, UFC's advertisement for 311, their rights deal's coming up soon as well.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm hoping they go to Netflix because I'm tired of pay-per-view.
Speaking of press, well, not really press boxes. I know you saw it, but most of our viewers haven't, or I guess the one person watching probably hasn't. But yesterday, I kind of got to, I kind of might have snuck into the athletic director's box at Marshall University.
Don't give out too much information.
Completely legally,
right.
because there were no trespassing signs, and every single door was wide open.
All right.
Which I'm fine with saying. I mean, Ryan, if there's an open door and there's not a no trespassing sign,
oh yeah, you gotta.
You're taking that.
You gotta take your opportunities.
Went down on the field. I think I got into like the road radio box, maybe. I forget which one. There was one of those boxes or suites or something in the athletic director's box. If I had all day, I would have tried to get into the locker room and stuff. But
I got you.
I didn't have all day. But got into the basketball arena, saw the baseball field.
Trespasser.
My dad called me a trespasser. But yeah. So that was fun. I've walked on the field at Delaware. Ryan, have you ever been into Delaware Stadium?
I have not actually. I've heard it's pretty decently nice.
You gotta head down there. On most days during the day, you can just walk right onto the field. Like there's just an open, the gate is just wide open to get on there.
That's I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm not gonna lie. That's a bit odd, but nonetheless, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, see, and I got to tell you, I walked in the seats, and it's always a fun time up there or down there at Delaware. Got a nice baseball stadium, Bob Hanna Stadium. Been there a couple times.
I think they're a pretty good baseball team, if I'm not mistaken. I know Cole will know better than I do.
They're okay.
Okay. I just thought they were a good team. I don't know.
They've been to the tournament a few times.
Okay.
But I'm also not a college baseball expert. I go to college
chance.
baseball games, but I'm not a big expert.
I knew Paul Skeens was about
We've
it.
done a college baseball stream here though on Sorgy Stories. Who was it? Who did Tennessee play in the finals?
LSU?
Because I forget who they played.
I don't know.
Well,
LSU,
whoever they played, I did Game 3 of the College World Series and Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals back to back, one stream.
Oh wow.
I've
never done two streams in one day.
Yeah, well, I did it one stream together, it was a combined stream.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just had it set where it was half.
Okay.
But the graphics were tricky on that one. But I mean, tomorrow I'm going to be doing 3 streams in one day.
Right.
So from 12:55 to probably kickoff is 9. So let me think, 9. So probably midnight ish.
Yeah, about 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours of streaming.
Jeez.
But I've done similar before, just not on the channel.
I gotcha.
So got church in the morning because got to be a good Catholic boy going to church for the Mary Mother of God, Solemnity of Mary. I don't know. It's some feast day.
I gotcha.
So gotta go to church and then got a lot of college football.
Yeah, that's a big day tomorrow. I don't even think I'm doing much. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, I was gonna go somewhere, but then that all got canceled, and now here we are.
Yeah, things happen, Ryan. Things happen.
I know. All right, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Penn State takes the field
here.
As I need to flip my graphic over to third quarter.
Speaking of streaming, we have.
What do you think about James Franklin, Ryan? What are your thoughts on him?
Well, first off, he pissed me off when he left at the Roman game at halftime. Didn't give me a chance to interview him. But in all reality here, when you look at James Franklin, he obviously can win you football games, but when you look at the games like, Ohio State, Michigan, those have not been ones that he's been able to win. The last time he beat them, 2016, something around there?
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem to win the big football games now. Is that necessarily his fault? Maybe not always at the end of the day, but he's going to get more of the criticism because he's the head ball coach and he's the guy making the final decision. So, he was able to pull in some great recruits in the last couple of years. He's obviously pulled in, Drew Aller, who was a 5-star recruit, one of the top players in his class. And he's pulled in some great defensive players as well. I mean, you're looking at Abdul Carter right now, who's really great. Got a 2-back system. How he got 2 highly recruited backs in Singleton and Katrin Allen is incredible. And the way and you don't see that in college football, which is part of the reason that these, that both those guys can do so well. But you could tell he's able to pull in highly rated recruits. But at the end of the day, he just can't seem to get over the hump. Now, whether you want to blame that on the system of the college football playoff, 4 teams, you can do that. But there have been many chances, even this year, especially this year, really, to beat Ohio State. And he was just not able to let his team get the job done.
Yeah. I mean, he's the ultimate chalk coach. I said this earlier. Penn State's going to have to punt on 4th and 6 here. But he's the ultimate chalk coach. He wins the games he's supposed to. He loses the games that he's supposed to lose. And it's just that simple. And
you got to exceed expectations if you're.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, I think some people even expected Penn State to beat Ohio State. I mean, after that first pick 6 touchdown this year, I was like, we had this, but then the offense was just, I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. Also, Penn State seems very predictable, especially today. Like on that first down, to bring up, for example, at the end of the half when it was the go route to Wallace. At the end of the first half, and it was incomplete. I mean, I just saw that they moved the one guy in motion, and they left Wallace on an island and turned into a cover 1 play. I mean, you could just tell it was going to Wallace on an island. I mean, Penn State just seems so predictable today. I don't know if that's the reason they're not blowing out Boise State, but I've been able to call out a couple plays thus far for Penn State. But I want to get to Boise State here real quick. I feel like with Genty, they got to get a puller through that A gap because Penn State is pinching that. Their 3 techs are pinching through the A gap. That's a false start. Their 3 techs are pinching through that A gap, and they need a puller through there so they can lead Genty to the second level, because we've seen so far with Genty that when he gets to that second level, he can break for a 70-yard gain.
Yeah, he's a beast, but Penn State, Abdul Carter and company, just not letting him get anywhere. We see a nice little QB rush there for a few yards from Boise State there.
You're definitely ahead of me a couple seconds here.
Yeah, well, hopefully that'll work in our favor, because hopefully you as the color guy will be able to give slight.
That's actually true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. See, like I know some people, as Matson's going to throw across the middle first down, Boise State. Some people like to go for like a more where the play-by-play guy is behind, so the color guy already knows what to say. But personally, I like the color guy being ahead, because then they can give earlier analysis. But I've been streaming for 2025 is going to make it 3 years. And I can say I think almost never have I had TV feeds with people I'm streaming with fully matched up.
When I stream, it's normally always just been me.
Yeah, exactly.
I normally ride solo, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's like, and I don't get the chance to stream with people. The only person I generally stream with where I'm in the same place as them is my dad or a WSJP broadcast.
Right.
Which that makes it 10 times easier. But but this is also easier because you can just pop your camera on, put some headphones on, and you're ready to roll for a stream.
That last first down there, I just want to point out they had the H-back in motion. He's got to go. He's got to get it through the A gap. I don't know what they're thinking here. Like Genty's was at 3 yards. I mean, 3 yards of carry is not going to be Penn State. So this false start. There we go.
Yeah. Yes. So false start. And we see Will Carter there on the sidelines. Number 2 overall prospect projected by Mel Kiper. LaSalle grad, which we don't love, but we're happy that he's on the field for the Nittany Lions this evening.
He is dominant. I mean, his speed kills, and
yeah,
he definitely has a lot of speed around him. He doesn't even need to make moves off the edge.
Throws, has a man across the middle. First down, Boise State, near midfield. 12-17 to go here in the third.
And he's got so much time. He's got so much time in the pocket. Like, you're sending 8 guys in the box, or 7 guys in the box. You're going to find somebody open, especially when you break down like that. And not even a great release. Safety's got to pick that guy up.
Yeah, but Latrell Capel's there on the reception out of Lancaster, Texas. Lancaster, Texas, not Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Madsen's going to roll out. He's going to throw. Has a man across the middle. It's his tight end. Going to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. It is number 85, Matt Lauder in the end zone. 53 yards to the house.
That's embarrassing. I mean, I understand he bootlegs out, right? But then, if you're a safety, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell, obviously, from the camera angle what kind of coverage this is. This is a cover 1 right here, and you get 2 guys off the line. But if you're a linebacker, you got to communicate. Pick this guy up here. Yeah, and just I guess the bootleg faked them out. I don't know. I guess the PAT here. And now it's a 1-score game. Offense has got to come back out there and be ready to roll here. I mean, I understand the bootleg can fake you up, but you got to wake up. You got to you can't let that happen.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get too pissed off yet, but
Yeah, we're still winning, but I'm not a diehard Penn State fan, but
all right.
I hope they win.
I mean, I wanted.
Sorry, God.
So I was gonna say that, like, one side of me doesn't want to have to choose one team over the other when it comes to Penn State and Notre Dame, but on the other hand, one of my favorite teams would go to the championship. So,
it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win, definitely.
Yeah. It like half of your heart is going to be broken, but at the end of the day, it's win-win. I don't know what I would do if West Virginia and Wisconsin ever play. Because that's like the only sport where I feel like my teams are actually 50-50, and I don't like one more than the other. Like in college basketball, I like Marquette more than anyone. I like the Brewers more than anyone in baseball. I like the Packers more than anyone in the NFL. I like the Bucks more than anyone in the NBA. Flyers in the NHL. Union in the MLS. What's am I missing? Yeah, that's about it. But you get the point. Like, that's the only time I think I'd actually be 50-50 about something.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'd go with Notre Dame, honestly, just because I guess I could say I rooted for Notre Dame before I really rooted for Penn State. So I don't know. I would probably lean towards more Notre Dame, but I don't know.
When did you really start watching college football? Because I didn't start like actually being invested, like truly invested, until like 2019.
Me too. Same year.
Like I was much more of a pro guy.
Yeah, I still am. I still like watch the pros more. But yeah, I like I still love college football. A lot more of my friends they like more college football, but I like the pros a little bit more. Now, obviously, I have to watch a bunch of high school football and basketball. Speaking of that, actually, we're live. We're live back on Friday for St. Joe's versus Devon Prep.
Yeah.
We weren't live on Monday because for the Rare Footage Classic. A little bit of problems there, but we'll be back on Friday at the Kelly Fieldhouse. I'm
not trying to throw strays out here, but I saw some like guy like talking to our coach at the Rare Footage Classic.
I saw
I'm like,
that.
who are these people, bro? Like,
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm like what the like where are our guys out there?
Yeah, I saw
chatting with,
that. I
with
couldn't make that one, but I'll be
yeah,
back on Friday. I don't know if we got to figure out if I'm on the where I'm gonna be at. I hope I'll be on the mic. I would assume I'm gonna be,
yeah.
but we'll have to see.
A lot of
Ooh,
basketball
3
ahead
minute
of
movie.
us,
Definitely.
which kind of
There we
sucks
go, Alan.
because I already miss football season.
Yeah, football season was great.
Aller's gonna
It burnt
air
me
this
out,
one
though.
out deep. Aller has a man, but it's incomplete, almost intercepted.
I don't know why we're doing this on 2nd and 1. Like, it's just
Yeah,
nonsensical football. Gee, now that I'm really looking, oh my gosh, that's a disgrace. But I think football, while it was so much fun, it burnt me out like badly. Not bad, not too bad, but like it burnt me out in the case that like I took a month, like almost a month off of this stuff because like
exactly. K-Tron Allen to the 40,
it
to the
was
50,
burnt.
45, still going inside the 40 of Boise State. Big run for Allen. But yeah, I like after football season, it's like you put so much time and work into that. And then it feels like, yeah, we're going from a state championship level football team to a top 5 in the conference basketball team. Like it's not the it doesn't give you the same thrill. I'll put it that way.
I mean, I think it's just because we're football fans more.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
We're football first.
Yeah,
and that's where I mean, as you could see, as I'm describing, what I think should be doing. I'm describing all these technical things. Like, I can tell you, I can tell you what's going to happen, what can happen in a basketball game. There's, like there's 5 guys out there, and everything's is a little more simple than football. So
yeah. I feel like for part of it, it's like us guys who are passionate about sports, and that's what WSJP is full of. For any people who are considering going to the prep, who are
right.
in grade school, and you like sports, we're just sports fans. But part of that is like I'm okay putting all that time into research because it's fun. And for basketball,
Right.
you lose a lot of that research because you're going from you're going from 80 guys to 15 guys.
Right.
You're losing a lot of that preparation time
Like
that is enjoyable.
I did like 30 minutes and I'm almost done. So
Yeah,
for the game on
exactly.
Saturday, because like I know everything about the prep. Like I know I could tell you what my man Olin Chamberlain's going to do during the game. So how he's going to play, but I obviously don't know. And the kind of the bad thing though, and it requires a little bit more time, is that you don't have the amount of resources you have for football, because for football is a little bit more out there on the guys. For basketball, it's a little more contained.
Exactly.
And if you really, really want like write-ups and footage, you got to like subscribe to something, and which costs money. And I'm not trying to subscribe to Prep or Red Zone for, just for a little bit of research that I can, if I put a little bit more time in, I could find it on my own.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure. And what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else about that. Oh, well, you're talking about with high school, or not high school, college versus the NFL. I find myself being more of a general college fan when it comes to general, but I find myself being more of a specific Eagles and Packers fan.
Yeah.
Like I find myself watching more just like general college than any specific teams, but then I find myself watching more Packers than Eagles. And like I might throw, I'll always throw Sunday Night Football on, Monday night, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm not as like into it as I might be with like a top 10 college football game.
I got you. I feel like with the NFL for me, I like it. I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like with the NFL, I kind of just know more about the guys, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
I pretty much know like every number on like almost every team. And with college, it's kind of like I still don't have all the Penn State guys memorized. Like so it's I don't know. I feel like with the NFL, I feel like I watched it obviously before, and I don't know. I guess
Nick Singleton run for 2. But yeah, it's like I will say, like, when it got to like Chiefs Bills, that's when I get invested in the NFL. That's when I'm like really locked in, as it's going to be another run to Singleton. He bounces to the outside. Nick Singleton gets a first down a little bit more. I said this to Dom Camp earlier. I remember. Do you remember when during the Rose Bowl a couple of years ago, Singleton took it to the house?
I remember I was screaming and yelling.
I was live for that, and when I saw that, dude, I'm like, this kid's only what was he, a freshman or a sophomore?
He was a freshman. Feed the freshman.
I was like, this is a freshman doing this? I was like, this guy has a really, really bright future, and he's proven dudes. It's 1st and 10 here for Penn State at the 33-ish yard line.
Well, it might have been down. I don't know.
Aller scrambling under pressure. Down goes Aller. 3 guys there on the stop.
Jesus. You excited to see those extra 2 guys on the rush blitz pickup, especially by Penn State through the middle, has been absolutely abysmal tonight. Singleton, honestly, nobody, especially the 3 interior guys, have done.
Yeah,
they've done a terrible job on blitz pickup tonight.
You can't let guys do this. I mean, it's embarrassing the way that Penn State's interior offensive line is playing. The tackles are fine.
If you're Aller on that play, I feel like you got to change the protection there. You see those
Boise
3 guys
State,
walking. See these guys walking down. Like, got to change the protection.
Yeah, more pressure coming. Aller gets it off this time. It's going to be complete, but his receiver there that's Warren, had to stumble a little bit there. So 3rd and something now. Boise State leads the FBS in sacks this year. It shows that they have a really, really good front 4 and front 7 as a whole that can be explosive. If they end up winning this game, they're a threat to any team in the country.
They win this game, I'm going to throw my iPad out the window.
I'm not saying that they are, but I mean, coming into this game, I thought that they were a threat to anyone in the country because we saw that they almost beat Oregon.
I mean, yeah.
Like, they deserve to be here without a doubt. They're one of the best teams in the country.
I feel like the format of this does have to be changed, though.
Yeah, the format needs to be either as Aller's going to scramble, he's going to survive that pocket collapse, and Aller scrambles for a first down to the 20. But I feel like they either need to do one of 2 things. Either they need to just seed them as the rankings are, to where Arizona State would be, or like, where Arizona State and Clemson and all of them would be, Arizona State and Boise State, actually, I think, would be playing in the first round. Or
this is coming back again.
Yeah, it is a flag there. That's going to come back probably.
I swear to God if it comes back.
Holding defense.
Oh, thank the Lord.
So, it's not coming back here as Penn State's going to keep this drive going. There's a holding there on one of the DBs for Boise State.
Lots of penalties on the offensive line. But anyway, you were saying about the format.
Yeah, I feel like it should either stick to 12 teams but go based off of the rankings and not give any buys, or send it to 24 teams and have all 10 conference champs get in and then have 14 at-large spots.
Here's the thing. I feel like the format is fine, but I feel like the format now is kind of going towards it's trying to get rid of all the problems because you had the Power 4 conferences win. No one's going to complain about that, and that's a false start. But anyway, you had the Power 4 conferences win. There's no really way to complain about it. If you just do the top 12 teams, then you're keeping the controversy in it because then they're going to say, well, so-and-so should have got in, this, that, or the other. You're expanding it, yes, so letting more teams in that are deserving. But then there's also going to be those people there's also going to be that not most, but some that are going to complain about the number 13th team in the country should have got in, when in reality, if they went up against a team like Penn State, Boise State, Oregon, or Georgia or whatever, they would get the literal hell beaten out of them. So I feel like the format is good. I feel like it's better than what people are trying to say about it, but I feel like it has to be tweaked in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, as I said, the only way I would change the 12 teams is if it were to be 24, so every conference champ could get it. That would be sense. The only thing I would think about, because then you could get, we talk about how much we like Cinderellas, then you could get a Marshall or a Jacksonville State or an Ohio being a Cinderella possibility, where right now, I guess Arizona State would be considered a Cinderella. Maybe Boise State would, as that's going to be play action. Aller looks to throw, scrambling to his right, looking for something. He's just going to give it up, or no, he's going to throw it, at the back of the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and 11 now for Penn State. But yeah, I feel like either you go to 24, you just stick it like this, but have it, as I said, rank it to be 1 through 12 so that I'm trying to think. Penn State was top 4 ranked in the country, right? So give Penn State a bye instead of Arizona State because they're a better team.
Right, I agree. What was I going to say? I feel like you have to stick with this for a couple of years though, because
I agree with that.
even though there were a bunch of blowouts, I mean, you can't just abandon this just because there have been a couple of complaints. Would just be stupid and counterproductive.
Yeah, so here we go. Aller in the shotgun. He's going to have Allen blocking for him. Aller's going to throw end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that is the Nittany Lions, baby. I mean, great jump ball there by Tyler Warren. And if you're the defensive back there, I feel like you got to get your hands up a little bit better. You got to look at the little details. If his eyes get wider, when his hands go up. His hands went up pretty quickly, so you got to put in a little bit more of an effort there. Might have been scared of pass interference, but at the end, I think he was a little low there. But yeah, I feel like you got to make a little bit of a better effort there. But Tyler Warren, baby, the best tight end in college football. I don't want to hear about Colston Loveland. The guy cannot play all over the field like Tyler Warren. This guy is the best tight end in college football as we speak.
Here's a question. Should Tyler Warren be the next Philadelphia Eagle?
Depends on how you feel about Dallas Goedert, in my opinion, because are they trying to say his hand was out? Or are they going to keep, because I swear, they're going to say his hand is out. Are they going to say that his hand, because he got his one foot down, but are they going to say his hand's out?
All he needs is a foot, though.
That's what I thought, but now we're showing multiple replays, and I don't have audio right now, so I don't know. I don't know if all scores are reviewed like the NFL, but his hand was definitely out.
No. All scores, I think, are reviewed, but yeah, this is going to stand.
All right, good.
There's
I was
no
gonna say. Okay, I was gonna say because if they were reviewing this for some stupid hand thing like the NFL, I would have.
Yeah.
6
receptions tonight, 98 on the air, and here we go. PAT for Penn State trying to make this a 10-point game. Let me do some quick math. 22 minutes to go.
I'll get back to Warren here in a second. Would they make the PAT?
PAT up. Good.
All right, but anyway, about Tyler Warren here with Philadelphia, I feel like it depends on how you feel about Dallas Goedert. The guy is just constantly injured, and it's annoying because I'm talking to my grandfather about it, and he's like, yeah, he's good and all, but he is just constantly injured, and it's how we feel about Joel Embiid, to be honest with you. Now, obviously, those two are on different skill levels at their respective sport, but you kind of get my point that, like, Dallas Goedert's obviously a great player and definitely a top 10 tight end in the NFL. I would say top 5 if he played, but he is just constantly injured. Now, I think Tyler Warren will fall to the to where the Eagles are going to be picking, which at the current moment in time will probably be between 28 and 32. I think he'll be there, hopefully. Now, it depends on if Colston Loveland or he does get picked before Philadelphia. I would say no, that he is not going to be the next Philadelphia Eagle because I feel like the Eagles need to go offensive line in this draft because I would like to prepare for the future here, kind of like what the Jets are doing with Oli Fashanu, even though he played a little bit this year. But you kind of get my point that I think that that we need to prepare for that. If we did go with Tyler Warren, then you're going to obviously have to trade Dallas Goedert, but you're only going to get like a 4th, 5th round pick maybe for him. So, I mean, how worth it is it at the end of the day?
Yeah, as we got Nick Mash 2010. What's up, Nick? I told Nick, I texted him, I said, the people miss you. We haven't had Nick on hot. Bree says hi, Bree. Whoever else is there, hi to them as well. Shout out everyone out here in Philly. Nick, we'll be seeing you in 18 days. Prep Carroll.
Play Ohio or all that.
Carroll. We got Ohio in 11 days.
11 days. Gee, I'm not even updated. I got to start on this other research because it's a quick turnaround between the Egan game, Roman game, and then whoever we play in 2 Fridays.
O'Hara and Roman are 2 days apart.
Yeah, that's the thing. because we also play Egan that Monday, so it's a quick turnaround. I mean, I probably won't be on the air for I'll probably be on the air, but probably won't be commentating every one. And we don't actually play at the Kelly Fieldhouse after Friday until the 19th or the 17th of January.
Wow.
So we're going to be playing a lot of away games, and then I think after that, we're pretty much at the Fieldhouse until the playoffs start.
We're home the rest of the year almost.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough road trip. Honestly, it's for football, I feel like it's more towards in our inner circle. But my biggest thing is going to be finding these gyms.
Yeah,
I don't know where these gyms are.
Hey Nick, big game. We talked about it earlier with Tom Camp, but big game between Archbishop Carroll and Roman Catholic on Friday up in Radnor. That's gonna be an interesting one. I saw your boy Mike's article about that one, Nick. So, and Nick, if you want to pop on the stream, let me know. You're more than welcome to pop on here and chat. But looks like Boise State's gonna have the ball now as we see some of Maddox Matson's highlights thus far throughout the evening. But yeah, I mean, right now, what's your confidence level? Because I mean, going into this game, I said 28-21 Penn State. I feel like that something like that stands true. Some sort of touchdown game, maybe 10-point game score stands.
You got to just get rid of the stupidity. I mean, the stupid penalties, the not communicating. Penn State, when they were just being aggressive and making all the right fundamental plays, I mean, they were winning, and that's what they need. And you see, just right there, I mean, you make the fundamental play, get off your block, you walk down from the second level, get to the outside, 11 hats to the ball, and you make a play. As long as you can cut out the stupid penalties, the not communicating on the bootlegs and all that, then you're going to be able to win this football game. But it's just the mental and stupid mistakes that are going to cost you. I mean, Penn State can really only beat themselves. You saw in the beginning of the game that they were absolutely dominating, but then when they just started beating themselves up, Boise State was able to get some momentum.
Yeah, so Boise State moving the ball slowly but surely here. In on this drive so far. As we're seeing on my screen, I'm seeing the Penn State defense. Is here we go now. Maddox Madsen and company, 3rd and 7 for Boise State. Ball placed at the 28-yard line of the Broncos. Man in the backfield, Madsen is going to throw quickly. Is it caught? Yes, it is. First down, Boise State.
And I look at this play here. I mean, that was was that an out route? I think it was. That was an odd looking out route.
They're going to run to Genty there for 7 yards. Second down.
They did not play in their 3-tech there, and they're letting Genty to the outside, run through that D gap. I mean, they're trying to primarily. It looks like they're trying to more get him to the outside because the 3-techs, as I mentioned earlier, are pinching in to shut down Genty. So it looks like they're getting him more to the outside, which, I mean, you got to find a way to get Genty going. He's your best player, no doubt about it. So I would definitely explore with him, but I still feel that if you want to get him through that A gap, where he's most effective, you got to get a puller through there, and they have not done that so far.
Yeah, and that's a pass across the middle. Now Boise State will have the ball at about midfield, 1st and 10 now for the Broncos after a nice little pass play.
Looks like Penn State's just giving up these short passes. I mean, I understand. It seems like they're afraid of the deep ball, which I guess you can be afraid of because of that last touchdown, but they are getting beat right now through the air. And I mean, I don't think anybody expected it. I think everybody expected Penn State to get beat through the ground because this Madsen, whatever. I mean, this guy is nothing special. Well, I mean, I'm going to knock on wood, obviously, but this guy's nothing really that special.
Yes, we see he's 8 for 12 on the day with 99 yards. He started 8 for 12. Now he's 6 for 6 for 112 in the second half so far. So perfect thus far through the half. 4:03 here to go in this third quarter before we head to the fourth.
You got to find a way to get him, shut him down. You got to find a way to put some pressure on this guy because, he looks like he's in a rhythm right now. And, when quarterbacks start to feel pressure and they start to get hit, doesn't really matter unless you're, God himself, you get taken off your game a little bit.
Yeah, so Genty, second, little bit of a second wind of a run there. Sets up a 3rd and 5 after he was almost taken down, had some new life, but gets a couple yards, nothing too crazy though. 3:28 to go. And yeah, so seeing the Boise State faithful in the crowd. Big Boise State contingent, as well as obviously big Penn State contingent this evening.
I'm not surprised with the fans for Boise State. I mean, you never won anything before, and that's not a knock. That's just the fact. And when you don't win, and you get something to cheer about, you're gonna get a big. Make the tackle. Gee,
the only thing Boise State's ever won is the Fiesta Bowl.
Right. So when you have something to cheer about, you're gonna get people like. I try to compare it to. I mean, you can't really compare it to like the prep. We've been winning for so long in football that people don't even show up anymore.
Compared to LaSalle, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't think about that. That's actually a good comparison. LaSalle hasn't won anything since God knows when.
What, 11 years, I think, was their last state championship?
Might as well have been 50. Regardless. I mean,
Fast across the middle. Nice little game there for Boise State. 6-yard gain. Sets up a 2nd and 4. So
these long drives beating us, and Penn State's not gonna score every single time.
Yeah,
especially the way that their offense is.
Yeah, folks, I'll let you know. I didn't have that much time to put together graphics for tonight, so we have the scoreboard. It's going to be the same scoreboard for all of our streams, but hopefully tomorrow you'll see so a little bit of a upgrading graphics for the bracket and all the fun little things. All the games of beginners. Genty's going to run for a first down inside the 25 down to the 21 of PSU.
This is just, you're looking at that. Number 85, pull her off the edge, doesn't get through the A-gap, just let Genty do his thing. And they're putting a lot of faith in him, a little more than I think what people would anticipate because of the game that he had. And the jump cuts through the gaps are just crazy. It looks like Barkley out there with those jump cuts, but you got to bring him down. I mean, the tackling has just been not that good.
Yeah, they're running Genty. It looks like on that one they ran him through the B gap there. If I'm Boise State, I'm running him to the outside.
I mean, that's what he's done well, and you see right there, just you walk down those linebackers, you're stacking 8 guys. As I mentioned earlier, you have your 3 techs. When they do stand in the 3 techs position, they're pinching in and making sure Genty does not get anything, and he finally comes out. I mean, god dang, he plays like 90. It seems like he plays like 90% of the snaps. And look at this current drive. You've only gone 55 yards, but it's taken 6 minutes off the clock. I mean, Penn State, if they could get a stop here and stop with these short little gains, they could have the ball and trying to start put this game away here. But
touchdown, Boise State!
Christ Almighty!
Flag on the field.
Oh,
but as it stands now, Strackton there.
The tackle. Gee, my knee.
And it's on Boise State, so it looks like this one's coming back. Second down.
I mean, that's great and all, but the tackling is just an honest disaster. I mean, you got to get this figured out here. Yeah, the penalty really needs to, not the penalty, the defense needs to stand up. And, I mean, look at this tackling. I mean, it's a disaster. Wrap up, break down, wrap up, fundamentals, which is, we saw that in the beginning of the drive. We're seeing that really on the run. They're figuring it out on the run, but the secondary, I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah, 2nd and 24, Genty in motion, ball at the 35. They're going to go 4 wide or 5 wide here. Matson's just going to throw to Genty. He is going to get clobbered by the Penn State defender.
There you go. See, you wrap up, you make plays. I mean,
that there is number 0 on that one. Do you know who number 0 is? I got to pull up the roster. It is Dominic DeLuca, junior out of West Pittston, PA, Wyoming.
Had the pick 6 last week. And
Yeah.
I mean, I hate ankle diving. Anybody that knows me knows that, or anybody that knows my football broadcast knows I hate ankle diving. But got to do what you got to do.
Yep. So, Ryan, we're headed to the fourth quarter. It is
And
15 minutes left.
if we blow a 10-point lead, it's not going to be a happy camper day.
At least you got Notre Dame tomorrow, no matter
I
what
will
happens.
have Notre Dame tomorrow. I really hope Notre Dame can take this out. I really hope they're taking this seriously, even though without Carson Beck for Georgia. And I think I'm taking Notre Dame to win.
Same.
And every time I take Notre Dame to win, it seems like in a big game, it seems like they fall apart. And the very, very end, I remember the Ohio State game I streamed a few years ago. That never forget that game. Never forget that game. That was a disaster.
Yeah. And I just saw this great post by Green Bay Packers Daily on Instagram. Australia is currently in 2025. America is currently in 2024. But Bears fans are still in 1985. Cowboys fans still in the 90s.
Yeah, definitely.
But always with it being Bears week, all the Packers pages gotta, throw some jokes out there on the gram.
If I was a quarterback, I would not want to go to Chicago anymore.
Yeah, I mean, the issue there is ownership.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the McCaskies. That's the issue. I mean, Claire McCaskey doesn't know how to run a football team. And we're seeing that. Who was it? Ed O'Bradovich. Is he the one who's been starting to call for the?
He's one of them.
Yeah. Ed O'Bradovich, who for a long time would not criticize ownership much. WGN Radio. For those of you who are like me, who after the Bears lose in heartbreaking fashion, whenever they lose to the Packers or lose in heartbreaking fashion, the first thing to do is turn on the Bears post game on WGN and listen to these former Bears players just explode.
I hate how guys get paid to not talk bad about the ownership.
Yeah,
I remember Brian Westbrook when he went on for NBC, he would talk about the owner. He would talk bad about the team, and they got rid of him.
Well, how about when he was still with WIP? And there's a lot more to criticize him for than this. And there's a lot to criticize WIP for with keeping him on for so long in the Eagles. But Howard Eskin would not criticize ownership whatsoever.
Yeah. I mean, they're paid to do it.
Yeah. You gotta talk bad about ownership when they're not doing their job, just like the players. You gotta hold them accountable.
Now you're not stopping me from saying anything because, I don't care. But I mean, people. I mean, if I gotta say something, I gotta say it. It's the same thing with the Emotep game. You gotta say something, you're gonna say it. I mean,
yeah.
Now there's
Lori
something.
That's picked. Penn State picks it.
Lightning strike. We got a turnover again. Gee, Manee, there you go. Get your head around. Good job. You walk up, cover one. Great job. Keep going. There we go. That's Penn State Nittany Lion football. There we go. Gosh.
Zakee Wheatley out of Crofton, Maryland. But that quarterback, Maddox Madsen, took a shot.
What's the penalty, please?
Flag on the play. We'll see what it is.
Oh, boy. Somebody
I'm guessing
pray.
it's going to be a late hit. We'll see.
Somebody please pray. As long as we have the football, I really don't care.
It's a personal foul after the play.
All right. It's fine.
First down, Penn State.
All right. That's fine. As long as we have the football. Gosh.
Man, but with it, I mean, I'll talk about the Emotep football game. As color guy, I criticized our team for making false starts all the time.
Definitely.
When every time there's a false start or just anything like that, I was happy to make a criticism.
I think Coach Stratz is a little more upset than you were.
Coach Stratz is very passionate. And I respect it.
I love to see it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm happy to criticize leadership when sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and when you give people flowers when they deserve flowers, and you give them crap when they deserve crap. And
I feel like it's tougher for me. It is tough. I feel like it is tough though. And when you get to like be like when you get to be older, and I'm realizing this now, like you create more relationships with people.
Exactly.
And it's
Don't,
tough.
don't
Like,
be an idiot when you're criticizing.
and it's tough to like if there's something you have to want to say, but you're scared it's going to offend them. Like that's the toughest thing. And I think when you get to be a sophomore, it's something you're gonna. It's something you probably get more. Like because I love Olin Chamberlain. He's probably he's one of the greatest guys I've met at the prep, and you know. I don't. I mean, there's not much to criticize about him. Like, he's a great basketball player, but if there is something wrong, like, it's tough to say. And I have other people that I like. Julian McKee, I'm cool with as well. But I feel like that's one thing you're gonna have to. I feel like that's one thing I'm starting to learn that like create more relationships, so it's like tougher to like talk like. Not in like a negative sense, but kind of just, constructive criticism.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I remember Stephen A. talking with Thanasis Antetokounmpo on the Thanalysis podcast about him and AI and how like for a time Stephen A. like AI's guys were like trying to in a way like they were trying to find Stephen A. and get into a fight with the guy. After he said some stuff as a local Philly newspaper reporter, and they ended up settling it all up. But it's just like, but AI was just like, dude, he's like, I was just upset, like I was just sad because like you're one of the reporters that like I trust and like that I'm cool with, and like you kind of broke that trust, and Stephen A. was like, and they weren't ended up working it out, but it's like
right.
Part of journalism is you got to keep relationships, but at the same time you gotta give criticism when criticism is due. But as I said, you give flowers too.
One thing I heard about KYW is that in the business I won't ever stab you in the back, but I'll stab you in the front.
Exactly.
Oh wow! That hit on Genty. Oh, I don't know why that happened. There's really no need for that, but I guess it was an intimidation sort of thing.
So here we go.
Why is our coach holding an Xbox controller?
Howard's gonna run it up the middle for 5 yards, second down.
That had to be the weirdest thing I've ever seen. An Xbox. I've seen some weird things. We've seen Marshawn Lynch with Skittles, but I don't think I've ever seen an Xbox controller. If that's what it was, that sure as hell looked like is what it was.
2nd and 4, 14:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Aller in the shotgun. He's got a man behind him.
You got to run the ball. You got to kill the clock.
Aller is going to get a few yards, lunges for the first. Can't quite get there. Third down.
You just got to if he can take off, he can get to single digits. I think Singleton went up the wrong spot. But if you can get to single digits, then time-wise, you'll be in good shape here. And if we can't get this, then it's not looking.
If you score another touchdown, it's all.
Yeah, the game's pretty much done.
Aller looks to throw across the middle, incomplete.
You gotta run the ball, man. Gee, I mean, I obviously haven't seen the play yet, but run the ball. You had Warren wide. He had Warren on the break when he broke out of his route. That's.
Oh yeah, you did have Warren right there. Oh, threw behind his man.
No, that just kills you. That's a killer right there.
So Penn State's gonna pump, and if Boise State gets a touchdown, this is all but over because now you're talking about a 3-point game.
Why is he looking like it looks like he's trying to make a no-look pass? I don't know what he's doing. I don't like the call either. What's his face? Singleton and Allen. They've been able to get those 3rd and 1s pretty easily, and they've been able to get more after the rush or after getting the first down. So
yeah,
I don't really understand that.
Bomb of a pump back to the 26. All right, Ryan, Dom Camp and Cole Coomer going at it. Well, let's ask you, Sheets or Wawa? What's your vote here?
I'm gonna say Wawa, but one, I've never had Sheets, and 2, I mean, I can go to Wawa, but I'm gluten free, so
fair
I can't really have that sort of stuff. So I'm just gonna say Wawa because that's what's closer, and I've obviously been there. But I mean, I can't. I could, even if I had been to Sheets, I couldn't tell you because I can't
I guess
eat
you
like
could
the.
judge off of like cleanliness and
I
setup
guess.
and size and convenience.
I guess so.
You could judge off all that.
I guess so. I mean, I guess I'd have to be the sheet. Go to Sheets. I'd have to look in the interior.
Sheets is the one thing I'll give Sheets over Wawa is they have a place to sit inside. They
Okay.
have seating inside.
Okay.
They have better food if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think they have better hot food. Wawa has better like cold food.
I got you, like subs, stuff like that.
Yeah, but like I like when I go to Wawa, I should just grab a wrap. That's all I grab. But when I go to Sheets,
what kind of hot food do they have there?
what I got today, I got a chicken sandwich on a pretzel roll and mac and cheese bites.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean they have good food. Trying to think what else. Wawa just has like a better vibe to it overall.
Yeah, definitely. I feel
Wawa's
like
just
that.
like it's a vibe for us Eastern PA people. We understand.
Yeah, I got you.
Interesting here. Report from Dane Buechler, Sports Illustrated, saying NFL GMs still believe Penn State QB Drew Aller could enter the draft.
Nah, no chance. I mean, look at the quarterbacks. I mean, he's not going to go in the first. He's not going to go in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I'm taking Shador. Honestly, I don't even think the quarterback class is that good. But then also, what's his face transferred? Prabula, however you say his name. Yeah, whatever. He transferred. So, Penn State, they're also probably paying him a boatload of cash. So he's not going anywhere. I mean, he's probably making more money in next year than he would in his first few years in the NFL. So there's no reason to go to the NFL right now. I mean, what's he got to do? Sit in communication classes for a couple hours, and then he goes and lifts weights or whatever. So
yeah,
I mean, he's not going in the draft, and also he's not going to go in the first round, no matter what people think of the draft class. I don't even think it's that good. He's not going above Shador, Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward, and possibly Quinn Ewers.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 now. 13:28 to go. Here's another question for you, Ryan. Should Saquon Barkley play next week?
For the first half, yes, but you better have 8 guys block it for him at once. Because
Exactly.
I swear to God, if they aim for his knee, I want a penalty called.
Yeah, I think just go, let him get the record, and then just sit him. And let that
even if he doesn't get the record in the first half, he'll have a chance. He's Saquon Barkley. He can get any record. He can get the record in the first half. But the thing is, the Giants know that he's going to go for the record. It's not like the Giants don't know that, so they're going to stack 8 guys in the box. They're going to do the same thing the Commanders did when Kenny Pickett was in the game. They're going to stack 8 guys in the box. They're going to do everything they can to make sure he does not get that record.
Yeah, and I would keep my offensive line starters in as well as incomplete 3rd and 21 now. I would
see that's questionable for me because of how injured they've been this year.
Yeah, I keep the line starters in as long as he's in, and then once he's out, then because that's also a testament to their skill and their play.
I would like to give our full starters a drive.
I like that.
I want to keep Hurts warm because him not playing in 2 weeks, I don't like it. Now, even if he goes 3 and out in the first round,
Genty's running free to the 40. Sorry, keep going.
Christ Almighty. Wait, let me see this here. Oh, come on. Where is that second linebacker? Gee, Mané. But anyway, what was I saying here? Even if he goes 3 and out, I mean, you just want to keep him. You want to keep these guys warm, and whatever you do, don't play Darius Slay because he gets injured every game. But But I would play our offensive starters at least one drive. Offensive line, probably not. You could maybe play. You can maybe play like Juergens or something.
It looks like we're gonna have pass interference.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Let's see.
Where's the pass interference? Maybe I haven't seen the replay.
It's either PI or a hole here. We'll see. Pass interference, defense. And I'm looking at the replay now. Let's check number 7 here for Penn State. Let's see the PI. PI. Yup, he held him. He had him around for a moment.
Let me see. I haven't seen it yet.
Zion Tracy. That's PI. It's a dumb mistake, but it's PI.
They gotta get it. They gotta get their heads out of their whats. But this isn't my stream, so I'm not gonna say what. Just say it. It's not. This isn't my basement. Of my stream.
Family friendly game.
Yeah, it's not. It's not my stream. It's not my basement either. Where all hell breaks loose. Gosh damn.
Man, we've had a guest. We've had a guest drop an F-bomb when. Remember when Harden hit that 3 against in the playoffs a couple years ago?
Oh, I was flipping out.
Yeah, when Harden hit that 3, we had a shout out Foodie Life Mac, great YouTuber, and he dropped an F-bomb on the stream because he was so excited.
I was telling my friends earlier. I was telling my friends earlier I was coming on, and they were like, "Oh, so you're not gonna curse?" I was like, "No, I can't." And they're like, "Oh, that's gonna be hard for you." Oh my God, the coverage! Goodness gracious!
Nice throw across the middle. So 1st and 10 now. Boise State driving. They got the ball to 35, looking to punch this one into the end zone. It's going to be a run to Genty. Genty tries to break free. He does. Genty all the way for a first down. This dude is too good.
Oh, Manon. Oh, cheese and crackers. Oh, my God. Wrap up. Get out of your own way. Oh, my Lord.
See, I'm able to enjoy this because I'm calling this as a very neutral guy. Like, I hope Penn State wins, but I'm just calling this as a football fan.
Yeah,
but I like having a biased color guy here as a man for Penn State's down. And
they're falling apart here. God. Oh, my God. You're tackling when you're on your knees. Oh, my goodness gracious. And now we're injured. I can't, man. I can't.
Good news, Penn State is still up 10.
Yeah, but it ain't going to be like that for much longer. Gee, man. What an honest disgrace. What a disgrace.
As our friend Ryan, I hope that you get to meet this guy from Minnesota. Next time he's in Philly, you're gonna have to join us. We got Mr. Tony Voda, baseball road tripper. Remember when Shohei hit the grand slam for 40-40?
Right, I do remember this.
You know how a fan dropped that ball?
Oh, please don't tell me it was him.
That was my boy Tony Voda, baseball road tripper.
No, you just got he's got screwed out of millions of dollars right there.
On that 40-40 ball. He is such a good dude.
That one drop is millions of dollars.
He's been on our channel before. He stayed in our house before. Phenomenal guy. Shout out Tony Voda for being awesome. But he said no need to watch the ball drop for me. I already saw it. But he even though he dropped it, he did get in the LA Times. He got what's his name? Bill Plaschke, the guy on Around the Horn. Wrote an article about him. Okay. So at least he got some publicity. He's also the only person to ever go to an MN. He got on both Boston TV and LA TV for this. He went to a Red Sox game in Boston and a Dodgers game in LA in the same day.
Wow. You got to have some Jeff Bezos private jet stuff to get that.
Because it was Patriot Day. It was Patriot Day, so the Red Sox game started at like 11 a.m.
Jeez.
Stayed for like 6 innings, hopped on a flight to LA, got
that's
to
like, what,
the
7
Dodgers meeting in like the second inning.
That's like what, 7 hours? 7-hour flight, 8-hour flight?
Well, because the Dodgers game would have started at what? It would start at like 10:10.
10 EST. Jeez.
So it's like what, a 5-hour flight.
And
Jalen Reed is the guy who hurt the seat.
That's a little longer than that. I know it's 6 hours from Philly to LA. I mean, I think that'd be like 7-8 hours.
6 hours from Philly to LA. Okay.
I think it is.
Like Milwaukee to Phoenix is 3.5.
Okay. I think it is like 6.
I was going based off of that possible math. And Milwaukee to Philly is like an hour and a half.
Right.
Flight. I've never taken that flight, but my mom's taken it.
I got you.
I'm when I go to from Milwaukee to Philly or vice versa, I take the 13-hour drive. I've done it in one day before with my dad.
Jeez.
It's a rough one.
I could barely last the 4 hours or whatever it was to Mechanicsburg. You tougher than I am in that.
I had a 7-hour drive today.
Oh jeez. Oh yeah. You were driving like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah. So I got home at like 7-ish. And then I started setting up. Madsen's going to run for the first down into the red zone, down at the 10-yard line.
Come on, man. What are we doing? Oh, my goodness. You've got to make a tackle, man. I mean, they're falling apart here, Anthony. I mean, gee, man.
Hurry up offense here for Boise State. They're moving quick. Madsen, low snap recovers, though. Madsen under pressure. Man behind him. Sacked. Down goes Madsen.
I can't. I mean, that might be a drive killer for Boise State, but God knows, you get 3rd and 21 and you let Genty murder us. I think the low snap didn't help, but that's terrible blocking off the edge. You got it.
That's the school there of Amin Vanover, who is on the sack there.
You got to angle off the edge if you're 77.
Looks to throw, once end zone, incomplete.
You're going to give me a heart attack.
Had a man inside the 5, just couldn't quite get it to Laples there.
I think he might have got hit there on the throw. I think he might have got hit on the throw. Still almost caught. Gee, man.
I'm not exactly sure where this is, but QB2 Trey Henning at Zach Brown Band's concert this evening.
Nice. I swear, if I had like if there was something to track my heart rate right now, I'd be in the hospital.
Madsen throws inside the 10, incomplete. Big stop on 3rd down and gonna hold Boise State. If you're Boise State here, Ryan, 9.5 minutes to go. What are you doing? Field goal or going for it?
Yeah, you're kicking the field goal. I mean, you make that, in the case you make it, it's a 7-point game. Penn State offense and play calling. Well, really, the play calling is a disaster. The defense can't tackle for the life of them. I don't know if it's because they're tired. Possibly it is because they're just doing a terrible job tackling. But you know that offense is tired. You have momentum. You have the adrenaline through your soul. Shout out Cody Rhodes. But this Domus has missed a 45-yarder, and here we go.
No good.
Yes! Oh, thank you for being terrible. Thank you, God.
He misses
from
45. He misses from 38.
This guy's the best player on our team right now. Gee, man. What an oh, thank God. That's nuts. We just need to run the ball, run out the clock. James Franklin, please. I'll do anything for you to just run out the clock, my man. For the love of goodness. I need a commercial break, honestly. I think that's the first time you're ever going to hear me say that.
Well, then let's head to a commercial break. I was going to leave that up to you because I don't care what we do, honestly. We'll be right back after the break here on Sorgy Stories. here. Penn State with the ball at the 21-yard line. Anthony Sorgi, Ryan Sullivan here with you. And yeah, so Ryan, this drive is going to decide the game.
Oh,
I can't hear you right now. There you go.
I'm sorry, I've had I had this minute for me. I'm sorry. You need at least 3 first downs here. And then you need, even if you punt it away, you need to kill time. And a 1-yard rush is not going to do it.
2nd and 9. Allen in the shotgun has a man to his right. Going to hand it off to Allen. Allen to the outside. Allen breaks a tackle. Allen to the 30. Makes a man miss out to the 35-yard line. That is a first down. Nittany Lions.
Katrin Allen having a great day here. He's done a great job breaking to the outside and doing a great job, not letting those ankle biters get to you and staying on his feet and getting up that sideline, something you're trained to do. And if you're Penn State, that's just what you have to keep doing. Run it down their throats.
Yeah, so 8 minutes to go. 8:02 is my clock here. It's Allen behind Aller here. They got 2 receivers to the right. It's going to be a handoff to Allen. Allen breaks a couple more tackles. 8-yard run there for Allen. Just mowing down time.
Just keep it going. Hell, you want to give a handoff to Tyler Warren? If it's 3rd and 1, I don't even mind. You need anything to just keep this drive going, and whatever's working, do it. They have not been able to stop the run consistently. And if you're Penn State, just keep going with what's working. There's no need to go for a quick touchdown. You don't need a quick touchdown. You need the clock to go down. The clock is your true enemy at the current moment in time.
2nd and 3 here. 7:14 to go in the fourth quarter. 3 timeouts for each team. It's going to be Aller handing it off to Allen. Down goes Aller. Sack there. Tubner.
You just, I see. I don't. Why are we running read options? Just do what's working. Like, it's not that complex. Just do what's working. The run up the gut's working. You have Singleton there, Nicholas Singleton, one of the best backs in college football. Look at the blocking down. I understand. You have 53 there, the linebacker, but a 1-yard gain is better than a 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
And I got to throw. I'm looking for.
Aller throws across the middle.
That's what I like to say.
Is it incomplete or a first down? It looks like it's going to be a first down for Penn State.
Ooh, we got it. First down. There it is.
Aller throws across the middle, has a man. Beautiful play design.
First down by Trey Wallace.
Yeah. So good play there.
That's what you need, that quick developing play over the middle. You can't they're going to send the pressure at you, Aller. Like you see number 5, Morgan, up the middle, and the interior offensive line has not had a good day. You need a quick developing play, and that's a nice slant route to get you a first down.
Yeah, Harrison Wallace to throw there on the reception. Aller, 13 for 25 on the day, 171 yards. That's going to be a handoff, but a slip there.
There's the mental mistakes.
So, 2nd down here.
I was telling what I mentioned a little bit earlier. The mental mistakes have been Penn State's biggest problem here. That first down, though, really helps out Penn State because that is saying there's no incompletions. Probably take you down to around 330, I want to say. So you're looking at a very good opportunity here for Penn State, and talking about how Boise State has not really done the best job of getting explosive plays throughout this game. It would be that first down really.
Singleton's alone. To the 30, the 20, the 10. Nick Singleton to the house.
Love you, Nick Singleton. Please. Oh, I love you. Jiminy, this man is my hero, my Lord. Thank you, God, for giving me Nick Singleton. I will pray on Nick Singleton. I love you, Nick Singleton. 58 yards, a great rush to the house. You don't have any safety back there for Singleton. You send everything at him, and that is the problem you're going to get if he gets to the 2nd level. Yeah, lady, you keep talking. You keep talking, lady.
Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, please
Ryan,
do.
But what a play there by Singleton. So
I'd
here
like
we
to
go. The
I'd
PAT.
like to break it down a bit more.
Looking to make it a 17-point game. Go ahead after the PAT. Break it down all you want as soon as it's
Gee,
done.
man, I mean, this is what they do. Every team they do this. They give me a heart attack until the last few minutes. I feel like I can breathe. Like I literally feel like the weight being taken off myself after that run. Nick Singleton just
three-score
saved
game
me a
now
trip to
here.
the hospital. All right, let's see this year. So you play. You got to cover one. You block down, but then around. You see the pullers were the biggest thing here, and they're explaining that on the broadcast. It seems you get the pullers there, and if that is a great job, I couldn't see 50 something. One of the 50s blocked and took out the safety, which allowed Singleton to break free. Yeah, and 23 there for Boise State. He got taken out by the puller, not the puller, the guy who was blocking down. And he got a great block there. I still can't tell. 66, actually, it is for Penn State. And he did a great job blocking down. And he was able to take out 23, the safety for Penn State, or for Boise State. And it was allowed Singleton to break free on the second level. So a bit of a mistake there by Boise. Not the biggest mistake there by Boise State, because if you are that defensive lineman, you can't get blocked down like that. And if that didn't happen, then you probably don't see that touchdown.
Genty back to return here on the kickoff, and here we go. Ashton Genty looking to give Boise State some life. He's going to take it out. He's to the 10, and he is taken down at the 10-yard line.
Love to hear that. I mean, I don't know much about I can't tell you much about special teams, but all I can tell you is that you better make that tackle. And I think Penn State, with the way, their offense stayed on the field for a little bit longer, it gave their defense and special teams there some time to recover. Great job there by Penn State.
Yeah, and we do have some college sports news.
Okay.
TCU hiring Army's athletic director, Mike Buddy, a former Brewers and Yankees pitcher.
As what? Their
athletic director.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I didn't get that part.
Yeah, he was the former. Sorry, I should have specified that. Former Army athletic director, former Furman athletic director. Obviously, we know their name from the NCAA tournament. Flagpole start on.
I swear to God. Okay, I thought it was going to be roughing the passer, and I was about to literally have a conniption.
As Shaq says, the cartridge connections.
Can't.
Okay, so here we go. 1st and 15, back at the 5-yard line. Boise State trying to pull off a miracle with under 5 minutes to go.
I can't believe Boise State has more penalties than Penn State. That's actually crazy.
Incomplete pass.
It looks like. You know what? No, not going to say it. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. Please, for the love of God.
It's on Penn State.
Jesus Christ.
First down, Boise State.
Why can't we just play normal? Oh, my Lord.
Right after Madsen gets it off, a hit there.
What's the words for play normal in Italian? Roughing the pit. Oh, my God. Why are we hitting guys after the play? Same thing happened to Genty. Just don't hit him. Just don't even touch the quarter. Don't even breathe at him.
Treat him like he's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, there you go.
Because we all know that how the NFL refs, if you breathe on Patrick Mahomes, you get a penalty.
You ever see those edits on TikTok about Mahomes? Yeah. Those are so funny.
I'm not on TikTok, but I see them.
They're hilarious.
False start, Boise State.
Oh, I'm surprised. You sure it wasn't offsides?
Let's see. False start.
Could be offsides. I mean, gee, no.
Cha-cha there on the Broncos. It feels so weird saying Broncos for any team not named the Denver Broncos. 4 people in here. Make sure to chime in the comment section. Let us know. I don't know what you think about anything, really.
Trust me, I yell, but I don't bite.
Just don't talk about politics. Don't talk about religion, and I think we're good here. In the comment section,
I always put like a rules thing on my
As
screen
long
of
as-
what you can't talk about.
I'll have a rules thing, but usually I haven't. Well, Nick Mash is out partying unless he's back in here. He's out. I asked him to join the stream, but he's out. He's out partying.
Oh my god, another penalty.
Pass interference, 15-yard penalty, first time.
Oh my god! The penalties, man. I hate
If
this.
someone were to do something in the comment section, I'd have to take care of it because our moderator, Mr. Nick Mash, is out partying tonight. So that's just how committed he is. No, I'm kidding. Enjoy the night, Nick. Have some fun. It's gonna be a little screen pass for absolutely nothing.
All right, there you go. See, wrap up. See, it seems like the defense is all ready to roll, but they just the stupid mistakes have been the biggest problem.
Matson looking to throw here. He's got a man, and it is almost interception.
All right, you know what? Not even gonna say we need a turnover. We just need to stop them. Oh, if that wasn't tipped, that was a pick. That was not tipped. That was a pick.
3rd and 10. It's going to be a run to Genty, and he is taken down for a loss of at least 3 yards.
And that's what we need. Bit of an interesting play call there. See, they try to get Genty through that A gap or B gap, whichever it was, one of those. But Penn State have done a great job tonight filling that gap up, and they were able to take Genty down there. Bit of a surprising call. Now I got to go for it.
We have breaking news out of college football. Arizona State and Kenny Dillingham have agreed to a new 5-year contract.
Oh, okay. Oh no! Now we have an injury. Oh, third. Oh, well, of course he's injured because he's been hitting everybody throughout the entire game. So I don't want to say karma, but I think it's karma.
That is Dennis Sutton out of Millsboro, Massachusetts. Or not Massachusetts. I don't know what to say. I probably got that wrong, but there's 4 minutes left in this game. I don't care. At this point, let me make sure I can correct that. 33. Millsboro, Delaware. Excuse me. McDonough School of Maryland. Shout out to the great people of Delaware, Ryan.
Definitely 100%.
They're
I don't
phenomenal.
know anybody
Shout
from
out,
there, but
even though we beat them, I'm gonna give a shout out to Salesiana.
we played
Who else
them.
are we gonna give a shout out? We'll give a shout out to whatever team beats Salesiana in football because I forget who beat them in the state championship.
Shout out to
Someone
all the
did.
teams that we beat for. Who the hell is wearing an Oregon shirt to the Penn State game? And Montana State. What the heck is in Montana? You know what?
Pick Penn State.
Oh, what do you
Has
know? Where did the lightning strike? I'm not going to act like I wasn't just having a heart attack 5 minutes ago, so I'm not going to act all confident, but that should be the game right there. You run out Boise State with all three, even though they have all 3 timeouts. Even if you burn those timeouts here and you get the ball back with 3 minutes, it's just, you got to score 3 times with no timeouts, and it's just not sustainable.
Yeah. And that's probably going to do it for Matson today.
Yeah, he's done. I mean, this guy was never that good in the first place, so, All right, even if, he gets tackled. And James Franklin, I mean, he's not going to get fired after this one, I suppose, and he's going to survive another year. I mean, I wasn't advocating for his firing, but there definitely were those type of people. So, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, so 3:31 to go. And And yeah, I feel like this is about it. Penn State got the pick, and Penn State's going to be moving on to the Cotton Bowl or the Orange Bowl?
I couldn't tell you.
Let's find out.
As long as we get to the championship, I could care less.
Playoff bracket. Orange Bowl.
Orange Bowl, okay. Well, I don't
Which
know.
will be on the 9th.
I don't know what oranges are in the Orange Bowl, but all I know is that we better be throwing oranges. Actually, you know what? If Notre Dame wins, then I don't know who to cheer for. So this is not looking good for me.
Nick Singleton on the run is just a ground and pound city here.
Yeah, they're just using their timeouts, and you just run the ball here. It doesn't even matter if you punt it away. You know, you're making them burn their timeouts.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. Oh yeah, Boise State only has one timeout yet. I should probably update that. First time doing timeouts on the stream, so a little bit of a new thing.
A little bit of a new thing.
But we gotta get used to it. I like the scoreboard look though. I'm with this look.
I got you.
Don't get rid of the score. Get rid of the timeouts, please. Thank you. See, Ryan, I need to hire a producer. That's what I need.
Don't pay for a producer. They're gonna
pay him minimum wage.
Minimum wage. Pay him what I get paid for YouTube, which is 0.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3rd and 8 here for Penn State. It's just gonna be another handoff to Singleton.
Yeah.
Singleton makes a couple guys miss, but it's gonna be like 4th and 4. 3:22 to go.
I will correct you. That was Katrin Allen.
Oh, excuse me. Not that it matters for 3 minutes, but I apologize greatly. What did Tom Brenneman say? I'm a good Catholic man.
An hour left until New Year's.
Yeah. And
it's a good way to end the year off with a Penn State win.
And that's a deep drive to left field by Castellanos. If I was going to quote Tom Brenneman, I had to say that.
Yeah, I got you. Now let's talk about the Oregon game in Ohio State. It'll be live for a long time.
4:55 tomorrow with who am I live with? Oh, my dad. I forgot. First ball with my dad. So just chill little stream. Hopefully
I'll be I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. Researching, I guess.
Maybe you'll wander into the comment section.
Maybe I will be. I definitely will eventually. If I have my post notifications on, actually.
Yeah, folks.
No, actually,
turn your post noties on.
I actually like that we're going for here on 4th down. I thought we were just punting it away.
Nah, it's gonna be a delay game here.
All right then, never mind. I would have liked to go for it on 4th down. I mean, there's how many minutes left? They don't even timeouts. Like, you get the first down, the game's over. I would have went for it, honestly. Like, maybe they still will go for it. They're not. There's not the punt team on.
4th and 10, just punt it.
I still would go for it, honestly. No, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm serious. I would honestly still go for it.
You don't care.
No, really, I would go for it still.
All right, punt it away. Fair catch at the 9. Roll Tide. That's all I gotta say about that.
Hey, that was a disaster today.
Did you watch any of it?
I caught a little bit.
I had the first quarter. All right, folks, I'm gonna give a unsponsored plug here. I usually don't do this. Go to the App Store on your phone. If you, I don't know how it works on like Samsung's, but go to the App Store and put in the Varsity Network. And if you put in the Varsity Network, you will have access to the radio broadcasts for essentially every NCAA team for free through Learfield. There's also a website, but the app is obviously more reliable. It's going to give you a better connection.
Like that.
So I listened to the Alabama broadcast for the first quarter.
Nice.
And then I ended up listening to the West Virginia game for basketball when they knocked off number 7 Kansas. And then I listened to the first half of the Marquette game as well.
I saw that they knocked off Kansas. I was pretty surprised.
Tony, so Tony Caridi has been the voice of West Virginia for a long time. He does football and basketball for them. He's a pretty busy guy, but he I love his line. I've thought about stealing it for a WSJP stream sometime. His line is, "It's a great day to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be." After every win, he's always like, "It's a great day to be a Mountaineer wherever you may be." So sometime I might have to steal that if I'm on play-by-play. It's a great day to be a Hawk wherever you may be.
There you go.
But shout out to the legend himself.
These headphones are killing my ears.
When was the last time I wore headphones on stream? It's been a hot minute.
Headphones do hurt my ears, and I think it's better when I do wear them for like streaming, because then I can pretty much hear everything.
Yeah.
Around me, like I can even if I like tap my phone, like I can hear it on my headphones because the mic, picks it up.
Yeah, I'm planning on buying some AirPods, and I'll use those on stream.
I got you. I don't use AirPods. Actually, I probably should use AirPods. I mean, this microphone can't connect wirelessly, so.
Yeah, I have a microphone that is over there. That's like $300, but it's connected to my dad's computer, and if it disconnects, all my dad's like all of like the photos and videos and all the files he has on his computer will like disconnect. So we just don't touch anything.
Does the Echo work?
The Echo works phenomenal.
The Echo's working? All right.
Yeah. I
tried using it on my my desktop, and it didn't work.
Sounds like we're in the Kelly Fieldhouse and it's empty.
A little ASMR.
We did a collab back in the day with an ASMR channel out in Pittsburgh. Well, what was that lady's name? Tootsie Roll ASMR or something like that.
The ASMR. I'm gonna talk in the most quietest voice ever.
Let's see how many viewers we lose.
This is the most entertaining part of the stream.
Yeah.
This is where we all fall asleep before New Year's. I sound like that for some of those people from like Saturday Night Live right now, who do those weird talking voices. Man, I hate this so much. I'm gonna stop. Regardless, that was fun.
You should.
Like 2 seconds.
We need to do on WSJP is something where we get the chance to do voiceovers.
That would be fun.
I feel like that'd be fun. And when St. Joe's Prep faced LaSalle College High School, you got to get into the radio voice.
We do. We'll face them in basketball pretty soon. I think that's senior night, actually.
Senior night on the 24th, I want to say.
Can't wait till we face Roman and Newman Goretti. Those are gonna be fun games.
I'm not going to the Roman game, and I don't want to be there, knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's going to be bad. I saw people the other day, not knowing that family members go to Roman, and I was about to absolutely hate on Roman so hard. And I think I just stopped myself because then I learned that their people in their family went to Roman. But when it comes to anybody outside the prep, I can't stand Roman. I can't.
Let me pull up our basketball schedule so I can say who I like and who I don't like.
I mean, it's not that I don't like. I don't know. It's just the rivalry. It's just I don't like. They're obviously good schools, but it's the rivalry makes me agitated.
Boise State has 2nd and 10 with 2 minutes to go here. Madsen he's going to hand it off to Genty for nothing. MSF I'm cool with because we're just better than them. Oh, who's in the comment section?
Cole, look who's back.
Cole's very excited.
Yeah. He said baby wrong. Here, Cole, hold on. Everyone, go listen to the
Big flag
podcast.
For Boise State, but a flag.
Everyone, go listen to the CR7 podcast. Live every Monday morning, 7:40. Why can't we tackle?
Ping pong family chip.
Just won the ping pong family championship. I'm absolutely terrible at ping pong.
You know, Ryan, there used to be a ping pong table in the Milwaukee airport.
That is the most random thing ever.
And my dad and I would go to the airport and play ping pong.
Free ping pong, I guess.
I mean, like, why not? What else? What else? Other random things were at the airport.
Look at these Boise State fans.
there's a Cole says, Ryan, stop abusing the soundboard.
I'm not abusing the soundboard. Do you want me to? I can use the mic. I can use the mic that Cole got me. I use this for podcasts.
Big first down for Boise State. He's going to take this to the 50, to the 40.
How nice.
Makes a man miss to the 30.
See, now I don't have to act sad and pissed off about it.
Boise State just trying to make the score look better. This is not a blowout. This is the first real non-blowout of the playoffs.
Yeah, for the most part, it was pretty close, but then Penn State ran away with it at the end. So yeah, it was closer than what the scoreboard entails.
I feel like all the other games were, I guess Clemson, you might consider Clemson, Texas is not a blowout because that was competitive. Yeah. But all the other games were not competitive, despite what some of the scores said. Cole, the scoreboard. The scoreboard doesn't actually, like, at the end of the day, I'm like, Notre Dame only beat Indiana by 10, but that was a blowout. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, Indiana was trying in the end.
Yeah, but you get my point. It's like a blowout is just when the game's not competitive.
It's where the numbers lie.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Oh, my goodness. Why are people about getting injured? What is it, the infirmary? Like, what the hell is going on here?
46 seconds to go, but otherwise, other teams that prep played. Thurgood Marshall, I don't care about. St. John's of D.C. I think did we cancel that game? Yeah, we did.
You canceled the game from D.C.
The Vegas teams, I don't really care about.
Yeah,
shout
I don't know who they are.
Children, High School for hosting us, though.
Yeah, that was good.
Salesianum, shout out to Sally. Shout out to their sister school, Padua. I know people who go there. All love for the great state of Delaware and the great city of Wilmington. Alden Reed, don't care about. Devon Prep, don't care about. Egan, don't care about. Roman, don't like them. O'Hara, I know a lot of people who go there, so, but that most of them hate it. So, not a big, I'm on O'Hara. Ryan, I've been there for soccer and they beat us in soccer, so I'm not a big Ryan guy because they beat us. Carroll, all love for Carroll. Shout out Nick. Lansdale Catholic, don't care about them. Morris Catholic, don't care about them. LaSalle, I hope their players stub their toes. That's what I hope. I don't wish any major injury on them, but I hope they stub their toes.
Anything for you, Cole?
Say a Notre Dame versus PSU stream. It's a Friday night, so I'll probably.
That might have to be I might have to come back just streaming for that.
Yeah, you might have to make your streaming return for that.
Yeah, I might have to.
And then
next Friday? Would we? We get a prep as a game next Friday. So
it's not next Friday. It's a Friday, or it's the 9th. So prep
all right
then. West Catholic. Hold on, Cole's gonna be gone the whole week next week.
I don't know.
Cole.
I don't know. Cole's getting back this Friday.
Oh, I thought Cole was saying he doesn't get back till next Friday. West Catholic. One of my buddy's dads. Went there. So shout out West Catholic. Wood, don't care about them. Newman, don't care about them. Bonner Prendy. Inside the 20. Bonner Prendy. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mrs. Dolan, their athletic, their admissions director. She gives a great sales pitch to that school. And I know people at Bonner. So.
No one's better than Howie Brown. You don't know. I don't think you know. You don't know Howie.
I love Mr. Brown is like my boy.
Oh, okay.
Because he recognized my dad from the radio.
Oh, okay.
And he watched our and he's a member of the Sorgy squad as well.
Okay.
So yeah, Mr. Brown, when I walked in for the first time, he recognized me and my dad. He's like, "Yeah, I know you guys."
Mr. Brown knows me as Ryan the Great. which is
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Brown. We miss Mr. Brown.
yeah, Mr. Brown was
Look,
a dog.
Mr. McCluskey gave my grandma a great tour.
Nice.
So
Mr.
shout out to
McCluskey's a great dude.
Yeah. And Judge, I don't care about them either. So that's about it.
Newman is the big game for me. I really want to beat them.
Yeah. Where's Newman located? Pick Penn
Like-
State. That's gonna do it 20 seconds ago.
It's like it's in Philadelphia. It's like around Philly, like not like it's kind of like not near Center City, but like I don't know how to
I'll look
explain
it
it.
off. I can find it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that go there, so or that are gonna go
Oh,
there.
on 10th Street. It's in South Philly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, all I got to say is South Philly, and I would know what you're talking about. Yeah, right off of Passyunk Ave.
Yeah, and actually, a lot of people that I know are going to go to Newman Goretti are going to Paul VI in New Jersey. Which
Okay.
I mean, I don't really understand it, but you know.
I don't know.
And before we end the game, we are Penn State. Man, I should go into ASMR.
The final score from Phoenix, 31-14 in favor of the Nittany Lions. Again, that is your final. Thank you to Dom Camp for joining us earlier. Ryan, do we want to stick around and talk for a couple minutes?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Okay, let's do a little post game show here. Post game action. I'll flip this over to the final score graphic, but what I'm actually going to do is just flip it over to actually no, we gotta make a quick edit here. Gotta make a quick edit to the bracket, and then we'll be
gonna have to pick. If Notre Dame wins, they don't do this to me.
And the blue confetti falls. Either way, is going to be blue confetti falling. But Fiesta Bowl's over. Penn State takes the cake in this one. Let me finish updating the bracket here. Delete. And the bracket is updated here. It's a very simple bracket. I will have a much nicer looking bracket tomorrow for you phenomenal people. But as I throw in here and hit our graphic, that's the college football playoff thing right now. You cannot, Ryan, they cannot see us, but they can hear us.
Right.
So Ryan, this is what the bracket's looking like right now. I guess let's get into the first final thoughts on this game.
I'm looking at Penn State right now, and the fact that you were able to come into this game and have a game plan to absolutely shut down Ashton Jeanty was incredible. You knew that he was dominant through the A gap, and to stop him is a pretty simple game plan. You send the three techs through the A gap, pinch through the A gap, and that's how you normally shut that down. But teams have not been able to do that this year based off the good blocking of Boise State. But you got to give credit to Penn State, who was able to outpower Boise State on that. In the trenches, so you got to give them the credit there. The one problem I do have with Penn State right now is that I'm looking at the stats for Madsen, who I don't really think is that good, but he went 23 of 35 for over 300 yards passing, which is sort of NFL numbers, and this guy I don't believe is on an NFL level. So I feel like you're going to have to get a little bit better when it comes to your passing game. You obviously had 3 interceptions. But, these short passes and all that, these guys are having long sustaining drives. And in a team against like Notre Dame, Oregon, Ohio State, if these guys have long sustaining drives, your offense is not going to be able to come back out onto the field to, answer very, very quickly because they've been off the field and they don't have the momentum. But, getting away from the negative here, I'd like to talk about the positive for just a second. You're looking at Drew Aller right now. Also 13 of 25, only 171 yards passing, but threw for 3 touchdown passes. But the game was really relying on the run. You averaged 5.3 yards a carry with a touchdown run, obviously from Nicholas Singleton. But these running backs were absolutely incredible today for Penn State. I'm looking at Nicholas Singleton. I'm looking at Katron Allen right now. I mean, these guys were absolutely dominant. They were able to, break off tackles. They had guys bouncing off them. They got to the outside. They did, everything fundamentally correct. and they really took over for Penn State. I'm looking at Katrin Allen right now, 17 carries, 134 yards. That's 7.9 yards a carry. He was just absolutely dominant in getting those first downs and, keeping the Penn State drive going, making the defense tired, for those 10-yard runs. So, you got, as I always say, 11 hats to the ball. Boise State very fundamentally good on that, but if you're going 11 hats to the ball every single play, your starters are going to get tired, and obviously your backups are not going to have much of a success rate as your starters would be. So great job by Katrin Allen tiring out that Boise State defense. And then you're looking at Tyler Warren as well. This guy was incredible, 2 touchdown catches. I do give a little bit of criticism to the Boise State secondary because in the red zone they just were not fundamentally great. They didn't get their hands up. They were not aggressive in the red zone. That's something that I would say work on, but your season's over. But overall for Penn State, before I turn it over to Anthony, I'd say the bottom line, which is what I normally talk about. I'd say the bottom line is that this was obviously a great game. You were somewhat in control. I don't want to say you were fully in control, but you were somewhat in control for most of the game. And as long as your offense can keep these drives going and scoring well and running the football well, and if your defense can stop the long sustaining drives, then Penn State should be able to beat whoever's in their way next, whether that comes to Notre Dame or Georgia.
Yeah, I would agree with essentially everything you said there. I mean, we're talking about it'll be hard for a team to beat Penn State. Could I see Notre Dame doing it with how great their defense is? Absolutely. It will be a heck of a game, though, if they end up playing, as we're going to flip our camera layout here over to one that I just put in for this graphic, so the great people can see us back here now. But now, Ryan, to tomorrow. We got 3 games tomorrow for the college football playoff. I guess, I don't want to go too in-depth on it because it is almost 11:30 at night. But starting with Texas-Arizona State, quick, I guess, synopsis of your prediction and your score prediction itself.
I'll start on the right side here. I will take Notre Dame over Georgia. You don't have Carson Beck, and the Notre Dame defense has been absolutely lights out over the past couple of weeks, even stemming back to the regular season. And then, while I'm not the biggest fan of Riley Leonard, I'm a big fan of Jeremiah Love, and I think he'll be able to get the job done on the offensive side of the football. So I'll take Notre Dame to win that one. And then for Oregon and Ohio State, I'm taking Oregon. I mean, Dylan Gabriel's looked great while your defense did not look incredible against Penn State. Your offense definitely did. And this is the team that held Ashton Genty to, as I'm looking at the stats right now, 3.5 yards a carry. And he had one big run. So, Penn State's defense is obviously no joke at all. And you put up 40 against them or something around whatever it was there. So, I think that their defense will be able to shut down Will Howard, who I don't think is the greatest quarterback. I don't know if he'll be able to shut down Smith, but I think that you will be able to have some success there. And then for Texas and Arizona State, I'm taking Texas. I just don't think Arizona State is that great of a team. Texas, who I thought would lose to Clemson last week, pulled it off great. Quinn Ewers seems to be returning to form, and if he can look like the Quinn Ewers who we have seen beforehand at the beginning of the year, like he looked last week, then I think Texas will easily win this game. And just to answer this question here, can Bama be back next year? It depends on their recruiting class they're bringing in, depending on the quarterback situation for Alabama, and depending on how depending on how the top teams in the SEC match up.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and get into. I'll work reverse from what you put. Is Cole talking about Downtown West legend Will Howard there. I'll start with the 1:00 game live, 12:55 tomorrow on Sourcey Stories and the Football Expert. I'm going Texas 34-17. I think Texas just is a much better team, very simply. If Arizona State was in the SEC, they would get dominated. And that's what we're going to see tomorrow in that one. Then to the Rose Bowl, the granddaddy of them all, as the great Keith Jackson once said. I'm going to go with a similar score to last time these two teams played. I'm going to go Oregon 35-34 over Ohio State. High scoring, Both offenses are going to be playing the best they've played all year. They're going to both be explosive. The defenses are both going to have a tough day. But at the end of the day, Oregon's the better football team. Last but not least, Notre Dame, Georgia. Go Irish. 24-20. Carson back out means a problem for the Dogs. If he was in, I'd pick him. But no back means a problem. Notre Dame wins close in that one. Again, tomorrow's stream start times. 12:55, 4:55, 8:40, all times Eastern. I saw that Shane Bieber lost and almost lost his cool. Ryan, any final thoughts?
We are Go Irish.
And yes, go Irish. We are Marquette first. But in this case, we are Penn State.
The Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
Watch what they do.
Irish are going to be fun to watch tomorrow down in New Orleans. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you to Dom Camp for joining for the first half. Thank you to Mr. Ryan the Great himself, Ryan Sullivan. Follow him on Twitter, Ryan the Great. Follow him on it's Ryan the Great on Twitter, correct?
Ryan the Great RTJ.
Yeah. Instagram, Ryan Sully. YouTube, Ryan the Great. Linktree.com/Georgie Stories for all of our stuff. Appreciate all of you watching. Happy New Year. We will see you tomorrow.
Happy New Year. Peace.